Hey,
Fred,
man.
where's your chair?
I'm sitting in it.
No. You gotta get a
Fred,
proper chair.
Fred ain't about black.
Hey, look, hey, man, look, hey.
Fred about,
hey.
told me I don't like rich white people.
Man, listen, hey.
Like, no, we ain't gonna do the chair. It's too bad. No, he thought we gonna do
This
the
is
chair,
a moment. This is a moment in history.
We ain't gonna do the chair.
Hey, look. I'll let y'all keep the chairs. I keep the Glock. All right, y'all use the chair. I keep the Glock.
They didn't have that.
Well, hey, that's what I got. Goddamn
Hey,
it.
it's funny that you said that because I told my homeboy, like, yo, if it was in Texas, it would have been a full blown shootout.
Yeah, what I'm saying. Hey, no disrespect for the chair. The chair handled this business.
Nah, they go.
Right?
No deny. It was,
but hey.
Serious, I'm telling them, like, bro, if it was in Texas, it would have been a full blown shootout out there. It would have been a real war out there.
And now look, hey, just so that y'all understand, if Vibe, we got like hundreds of these. So if you come up here on some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we gonna grab as many of these as we can. We gonna wear y'all. All right.
I think that's what made it so much better because they didn't have weapons. Like
it was a bro.
We'll get into it. Hey man, first I want to say rest in peace to DJ
Casper.
Y'all, that's the guy that cha-cha one time.
Cha-cha slide.
Yeah, man. 58 years old, passed away.
A cancer, right?
Yeah, from cancer. You know what I'm saying? We got to take, that liver cancer or that. So we got to make sure, so I'm on the board of a cancer society.
Mm-hmm.
Every year we do an event called Put Away Cancer with Marissa McKinney. So this ain't like a plug or something, just since we're talking about cancer. She's one of the premier cancer organizations that take the money and it actually goes to the cancer patients. You know what I'm saying? Whether they're going through chemo or they survivors. Last year we gave out over $2,000 in scholarships and stuff of that nature for families.
That's good stuff, yeah.
So if you understand that cancer is a parasite.
Yeah.
A parasite that feeds. That's why they tell you, like, when people get early stages and they find it, like, yo, watch what you eat.
Right.
Because you feeding that parasite. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a disease that just sit there. It's a parasite that moves around and eats.
Right.
Feeds and
There's
stuff.
There's literally cancerous stuff in everything that we eat.
America is formed, like, all this stuff that's illegal. You got so much GMOs, like light and fluid and chicken and steak and red meats and stuff. So it's a lot of, other countries have it where it don't, a lot of stuff is illegal. A lot of the ingredients are illegal. A lot of foods are ingredients are illegal in other countries that America allows in their food. So a lot of the foods that we eat, unfortunately, make us sick. You know what I'm saying?
Nowadays, man, it's just my opinion. It don't seem like no matter what kind of diet you get on, man, it don't matter, man.
It really
I know some of the people that live the healthiest lifestyles, man, unfortunately suffer from some of the same ails and ailments that people who don't eat great suffer from. You know what I'm saying? So
take your vitamins.
I remember I got diagnosed with having high blood pressure, and I was a gym rat. You probably can't tell now, but I was a gym rat. I ate well forever. Like, even when I was in the military,
Tori, that's funny to you.
Me and Tori got the same round shaped stomach. I ain't worried about it. Tori built
I'm
like
laughing because you said it.
Tori over been checking like you was a gym rat.
Yeah, I know. I get me. But being healthy, eating right, eating everything. Like, I didn't smoke and drink none of my military career. And I still, like they said, high blood pressure was hereditary.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So it just but shit like that happens. So I mean, no matter, even when you come out, you're a vegan.
Right.
It's just they could be eating celery with GMO in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It just.
Well, I mean, shout out DJ Casper. I mean, honestly, this is like an international hit song.
His voice.
It don't matter where you play this song at, you're gonna get action.
White, black, Hispanic,
whatever. Don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you probably got like some Asians who jamming it. You probably got some Buddhists. Oh, okay. So the inspiration came from his son. He made the song for his son. Right now, I will tell you this. 48 years old, I ain't never once in my life did the cha-cha slide.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, I don't do it. I don't do the electric slide either though.
Well, you probably
I ain't slide no goddamn well.
You probably got no rhythm.
I'm pretty sure you be
Nah, I
sliding
don't.
up into people's
Yeah,
DMs.
Well, not on the dance
You don't
floor,
got no
man.
rhythm for
Not
that,
on the
bro.
dance floor, bro. Hey,
You probably. I seen you bob your head trying to drink at the
yeah.
same time.
I don't dance. I boogie, man. It's straight old school.
You don't dance, you boogie. You got to do more when you boogie.
Nah, man. Boogie just side to side, man.
Nah, that's
Gangsta
not,
boogie.
No, it's not, Fred. That's not.
Yes, it is, man. What
Fred,
they say,
look.
gangsta don't dance, we boogie, bro. Like,
Who said that?
That's not what
You
they
know-
say.
man, now
Fred,
hold on.
Fred,
Hey,
you made
do
that
I-
up.
That's
do
not
I,
what
do
they
I
say.
need to go grab some OGs out of the vibe
I don't give
to
that
come
about some
confirm what it
OGs.
is?
Them OGs ain't gonna say I don't dance, I boogie.
Man, come on,
We
man.
just pull up our
Come on,
pants
man.
and
That
lean
You're
back.
right.
that,
You're
hey,
right. You
hey,
on- yeah.
that right there solidifies that I know that you guys are not listening to West Coast rap.
Bro, let me tell you something.
Okay.
Listen to West Coast rap don't got nothing to do with dancing and boogie.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you. Gangsters don't
Too
dance,
Short
we
told you that,
boogie.
did he?
Pull up
Well,
our
Too Short
pants
don't dance either.
and-
What he do?
Man, he just nod his head.
We West Coast, do he boogie or not,
Hey,
Fred?
he nod his
Stop
head.
moving the
Hey,
goalposts.
that's
he
what I
boogie?
do.
He always
I just
moving
nod
the
my head, man.
All right, Fred, whatever, man.
You
Okay,
know,
I have
so-
a question.
I'm not gonna go. You know, it's like I battle rap this guy West Coast.
Well, hey, Legacy, I know you be dancing, right? You probably do all that new school
Nah, I
stuff,
can't do the new school.
twerking.
Nah, Fred.
The Ricky Bobby.
Hey, they was trying to protect them outlaw babies from doing. I saw them.
no.
I saw them last week scoring the touchdown in the end zone. I'm like, boy, get your hands off your knees.
Hey, that's what. Hey,
Get your hands off your
hey,
knees, boy.
that's exactly the reason why I say
Get your hands
gangsters
off your
don't dance, man. All that moving your
Fred,
hips
you
and wiggling and
Fred.
that's for women, man. Gyrating and percolating and all that kind of stuff, man.
Hold on,
We say that
okay.
for Tori, man.
Yeah,
We
look.
let Tori do her thing on the dance floor. Men don't do that.
Fred, you know, I just seen Prince from your generation, Ready for the World. We don't even talk about Cameo. We can go down your whole list of your generation of men that's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and once again, but you ain't never seen. You
Fred,
ain't never seen.
Where does the
you
age
ain't,
stop?
You ain't never seen a G walking around with a Cameo cup, right? You ain't never seen nobody, from my era,
Yeah.
emulating what that guy did, right? You ain't never seen no G going around dancing like Prince. I don't give a damn how much they listen to his music. The G's didn't want to be like Prince.
All
All
right.
right, nowadays, y'all
who they wanna
look.
be like?
Nowadays, y'all want to be just like the artist, man.
Nah, man.
Young
Never.
Thug.
Never.
That's more your era, right?
No,
Young
no,
Thug with
my
the
era-
pink,
my era
pink
Tupac.
lipstick,
Yeah, he is
Skirts.
showing his age.
Yeah, my era.
G-string thongs.
My
Are you
grew
On
up
the
talking
man.
about men or the female?
That's the men.
Oh, God
That's
bless.
the new era.
the new era.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Who
purses,
Who y'all got in y'all
Merces.
era? What name some rappers?
It's
from
just
your
old
era?
school. Too Short.
Too Short. Who else?
You know, you go Big Daddy
was
Kane
gonna-
if you want a
Big
little
Daddy
style,
Live and Die by some
Rakim.
Too
You
Short.
know,
Yeah, you know,
Method Man, Redman, all them
yeah, you
songs
know all
out
them.
there.
Yeah, they all
That's-
G's.
that's-
Old school, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You ain't never caught them dancing not one time.
Big Daddy Kane ain't dance.
He
Heavy
danced
D
a
ain't
little
dance?
bit. Yeah.
Don't let me do this, bro. Don't-
Yeah,
As
Big-
a matter of fact,
okay.
Heavy D boy back flipped off the stage and broke his fucking neck. What
Big
you
Daddy,
talking
Big Daddy Kane had
Big
some
Daddy Kane
dancers,
danced.
and he danced a little bit, but it
about? A
was
little bit. He got a whole. Man, get up out of here.
okay.
Fred.
But is it on the same level of dancing that the rappers dance to now?
Somebody they be like this.
Yeah, doing all that, little, you know. See, look,
You so stiff.
I just feel stupid doing it, cause that's like who is that? Who made that little dance up? Who's that, Lil Uzi? Yeah, man, that gotta be the
That's
dumbest goddamn
weird.
dance.
That's that
Look,
Philadelphia.
I like it.
That's that Philadelphia shit right there.
That
Where
hey,
you from? Don't do that. Where you from, Tori?
I don't know.
You from Philadelphia?
Hey, man.
Oh, I forgot
You
from-
saying it like I'm supposed to know.
Oh, you
I just
from
know the
Reddit?
dance.
Yeah, I forgot. You just proved you from Reddit.
Here we go.
and that little
Okay,
dance look like that
so-
dude. Hey, look like the way he dancing like he got cancer.
No, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
That what he look like though.
Don't do
How
that.
cancer patient?
I don't know. Look like somebody who having a hard time.
Hey, his opinions do not affect the rest of the show. They just how he.
All I'm
Okay, so
saying
I
is-
have a question before we get into it.
Okay, what's your
I have a
question, Miss Tori?
This is kind of like a. Okay.
I'm scared of Tory questions. Boy.
It's kind of like a.
Tory
Okay.
questions be messy.
So, this is just like an icebreaker question. Just one of those questions. And then we can get into the topics.
Oh, hold on. They end up jamming gin and juicing vibe. Yeah,
Hey.
it's old school. Now hold on, real quick before you get into your question.
Yes.
How would you dance off of gin and juice?
You don't.
That's
not
right.
a
That's my
dancing
whole
song.
point. Get back to your question. That was my whole
If
point.
you booging, you doing doing that dance.
What's a boogie?
Yeah, what's a
That's
boogie,
when you just
Fred?
move from side to side.
Fred, whatever, man.
We just move from side to side.
That's crazy.
Like your hips move,
We just
or
move
your
from
arms
side
move,
to side. That's
your-
it.
I'm not dealing with
Gangsta
Fred.
glide
Like a church
from side to side.
type of step thing.
Nah,
Like,
nah. We don't step. We boogie. Get to your question, Miss Tori.
I'm not dealing with Fred. Dude.
I wish Mills was here so Mills could dance. Let him cut a rug, bust a move.
he don't dance. He
Yeah,
definitely
exactly.
don't dance.
Hey,
Exactly.
just pull up my pants and lean back.
Okay. You in the store.
Oh,
Got all this shit in your cart. Okay. How much would it take, or what would it take, if you had something in your cart that you know you did not pay for you to turn around and take it back?
Do I know as I'm going out, or I realize it once
You
I
realize once you get out to the car, you unloading your cart, and then you see, oh shit, this is still in my cart.
And it was unintentional. So
Unintentional.
I get to my car.
Yeah, you're not stealing. Like,
I'm unloading
I'ma
my
put this shit in my
bags,
car.
and I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
I didn't pay for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Is it gonna be like a pack of gum, and you're like,
well, that's
oh,
what I'm saying.
well,
It kind of
they-
depends on the item.
that's
You know
so-
what I'm saying? It
yeah,
kind of
what would
depends
it
on
be?
the item. I mean, if it's something that's inexpensive or whatnot, yeah, I charge it to the game
Charge it to the game.
because on the
Okay.
cool, I know, I'm gonna use the law of averages, right? There's times when I've been overcharged. Motherfuckers ain't give me my change back. You know what I'm saying? I go to get my change and they don't want to touch your hand, so they just drop your change off. You like, all right, man. Now, with all them times, that done added up probably to the cost of whatever I walked
Yeah,
out with.
I second with Fred.
I'm not going back in.
I'm not going back in.
Now listen, I'm gonna tell you why I'm not going back in, because I may be trying to go back in and return it, and then they
And then it
gaffle me
goes
up.
off and they
be like,
yeah.
hold on, I'll be like, man, nah, we don't hear that.
So you would not
And
take it
then
back.
I'm viral for whooping the security guard.
God,
With the
escalate
phone.
with the
With-
chair.
with the chair. Yeah,
That
yeah,
escalated
yeah,
real
yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
You usually wear a hat. Where's your hat so we can?
You know what, man? You know what? On the cool, I don't know if I could just throw my outlaw hat like that. I take too much
Look.
pride. I love it too much.
I need a hat because I know you already today is.
Now, if
gonna
I was
be-
wearing like a cowboy hat, I'd be on like the Dallas Cowboys hat. I'd be done chuck that joker. I hope it going to the ocean or the river or whatever.
They said, I think her name Shantae Douglas said, cut it out, Fred. You wanted to be licking your hands and moving across that stage like Fred did.
No.
Fred, look at that hand doing the
Hey,
Fred.
listen.
That shit funny as
The
hell.
the bones in my body ain't configured like that. You know what I'm saying?
What up?
All that dancing that they do nowadays
Yeah.
is unnatural for men.
Hey, with all that gyro.
It's unnatural for men.
Pastor Marshall said you can't charge it to the game.
Oh, Pastor's on the no. You know what, Pastor? I would walk right back in and I would return that item and I would pay for it. In fact, I would pay for the person's item behind me.
Oh God.
Nah, your pastor got
Just
you
to
like
make
that.
sure.
Damn.
Amen.
Talk about church.
Amen.
I'm sorry,
Amen.
Doc, I ain't going back in there. You get my 10% off for the later.
Hey,
Sorry.
you gonna as soon as you crank the car up, man, you gonna get struck down, man. Cause the Lord gonna say, I gave you every opportunity to go back in there. But I see you driving off now.
Hey,
I
listen,
got you.
The Lord that put me in worse situations. I'll be all right.
Tori, what would you do?
Okay, I knew that shit was gonna happen.
What
No,
would
for
you
real, so
do?
That
Tori look
legit.
like she'll steal
that
some shit,
shit
though.
just happened the other day.
Oh, Tori trying to
So
incriminate.
she,
Just
hold on, she
happened.
giving a
It was
real
a-
life situation.
It was a real life situation.
Who it happened to?
It actually has happened more to me,
So you stole some shit.
not intentionally.
But did you want
I didn't take it back. I didn't have
So
enough
we all in the
time.
car, I got your back. Fuck. All right.
I didn't have enough
Hey,
time.
well, you know what? You try that and vibe. We gonna gaffle you up. You get the drink and just try to skedaddle off like,
That's
oh,
different. That's different.
That's totally different.
That's
Fred.
different.
He's like you trying to pick a fight.
He says,
that
right.
Bro, that's like, yo, if you try
Hey,
to
I'm on it.
That's different.
Bro,
Hey, we got that wish factor
Bro,
going
listen,
on
I'm
right
tell you
now.
something. My boy at the door ain't gonna let you get a he ain't gonna let you walk out here with no goddamn drink. He'll tune your ass up. Him and his damn dog.
Yeah.
Tune your ass up. Shouts out to the dog that scared everybody that come through this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
So Tori, you literally just walked out. You
What
didn't
walked
even
out with,
try to.
Tori?
I didn't realize it until it was.
What was it?
Was you still in the parking lot?
Yeah.
You
I
had
was
time to go back
unloading.
then.
I was unloading.
You had time to go back.
Stop it.
What
Because
was
you
it,
just
Tori?
said.
You
what-
couldn't have
what
been in that
was
much
it?
of a rush.
'Cause
Pastor,
it was
you
when
hear
I
that,
was food
Pastor?
shopping. What was it?
That's why I get a list of shit. I gotta have a list.
As a matter of fact, I think it was my watermelon.
Oh,
That's so
Lord, you
black.
done stole a watermelon.
It was a
Stereotype.
watermelon.
You done stole a watermelon.
Damn, man.
Look, it's not my fault that they don't scan what's in the bottom of my basket.
Oh, so it's their fault that you
They
stole
thought
it.
that you stole the watermelon.
What would Jesus do?
Don't start. Don't
What would
start
Jesus
that
do?
shit. Don't
WWJD
start.
working with Jermaine Dupri.
Don't start. Hey, real quick. Zoom in on my cup. Y'all got to get you one of these.
I'm not getting that cup.
What that say? Oh, Lord.
I'm not getting that cup.
Oh, Lord.
As a matter of fact, Bob, I need a drink so I can turn up.
Tori, you know what, Tori? You being real mannish right now.
Hey.
You being real mannish, real roguish.
How the hell?
Anyway, hey, we need to get off into this road brawl, man, because that was some pretty entertaining stuff, man.
No, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Shouts out to ASU, Alabama State University. Y'all know what it is. Down in Montgomery. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time coming.
What I mean?
Huh?
Well, okay. So, look, I'm going to ask y'all. I'm going to start with you, Legacy. What was your first reaction when you saw it?
Yes! 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 Then
You
I
was
watched-
happy?
Then I started sending people money in their cash app.
Okay.
I think that boy told me to start sending him money in the cash app.
So you was proud.
What?
It was a great moment.
It was a great moment in time.
Tori, what about you? What was your first reaction?
It's about time.
You was proud.
I was proud as hell.
Now, my first reaction.
Here we go.
No, no.
My timeline, it was like negativity with the
Look.
church. Yeah.
Like this is what it was. For one, when I first saw it, I didn't realize what I was watching because I didn't, nowadays, so many fake TikTok videos and all this kind of stuff. So I really thought it was a joke or a skit, right?
Yeah.
So when the dude took off on the security guard, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, are they really fighting? So then the dude started getting the best of them. Then old dude just came out of nowhere, and they all jumped on the guy, right? So I was like, damn, this is serious. Like I thought they was playing around at first. I was like, man, this is serious. Like these jokers. Then it's like 5 or 6 guys
I
on
was
them.
a little nervous
and
for
they,
that security
and
guard.
I was just saying like, damn, like where the hell is this at? Like really, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And on the cool angle, I was kind of pissed off because I'm.
Initially, of
Yeah.
course, you're going to get pissed off because most of the time, let's be honest, even when a black man is doing a job, most situations end with the black man being villainized or killed. And, the white people are victimized and they are, you know what I'm saying, they get away with whatever. And so I think it was just one of those times where and it's a lot of backstory to it too. Though it was bigger than that boat. This is not being deep or anything, or even the fight itself. These people were fresh off a Trump rally. Trump just left like an hour prior to that incident.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that either.
So Trump, they was at his rally. They was on that Trump juice. You know what I'm saying? They got there. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody finna tell them what to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's up from there. So you see what I'm saying? And so even after the situation, they go to the hospital, realize the hospital is dominant black nurses and black doctors, and call the police. And their words was, "We don't want these niggers working on us." The police said, well, either you can get treated here or you can leave. So even after that melee, they still didn't want black people touching them.
Wow.
So that's what I'm saying. So even when it comes to it, it's bigger than just that situation. It is about racism. That situation was a racism thing. You fresh off your Trump situation. You know what I'm saying? A black man is not going to tell you what to do, even though you were clearly breaking the rules by
Right.
not letting this boat dock.
Yeah.
He's simply telling you, move your boat. They waiting for 45 minutes. You backing up that whole company's money.
Right.
It's not, you see what I'm saying? So it's more than just, we came together, this, but there was already hype off that other stuff. You know what Trump excites? Trump is the epitome of racism. Make America great again. That's a vulgar and very racist statement because of the fact that America never been great for African Americans.
Yeah.
That dock they was fighting that was the #1 trade slave port in Alabama. The first 2 streets are named after the first governors of Alabama who was slave masters.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And they still haven't changed that to this day. So it's more than just, you know what I'm saying, I know people make things symbolic, but to me, it was just they was at their rally. I mean, even out here, after a Trump rally, what they did, all them Trumpers, they was in New Brunswick and Austin, they was chasing people off the road. The Democrat Party, y'all remember that like a couple years ago?
And I remember that,
But you
man.
see what I'm saying though? So they're exciting a riot or whatever. It's just this time they got the Republican vote beat out their ass. Simple as that.
It was about damn time.
Well, I tell you what, man. Like I said, when I initially saw it and I saw that they were jumping the guy, the first thing that came to my mind is like, man, like where's this help at? You know, like, and I wasn't talking about like specifically with black folks. I mean anybody.
Right.
You know,
That's why I said
anybody with some type of compassion and love is gonna be like, come on, man, what are they doing to this guy? Now, honestly, I didn't know it was a security guard at first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't know the context of what was going on. Right? I didn't realize that till after. Now, when I'm listening to the commentary, right? Because I mean, the video was like, honestly, it's like a comical video. If you listen to the comment, the lady like, oh, they doing, he's swimming across, so it was like, damn,
you know us, we can joke about anything.
Right.
That's how we deal with trauma.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't realize that it was as serious as it was, right? But then they had the one guy, he ran down, he jumped in, he was the first guy on the scene, and he was really trying to protect the guy. Like basically, come on, man, y'all get off of him and stuff or whatever.
Right.
Then they took off on him. He started fighting back. Now you got the guy swimming across, I'm like, damn, like brother, like he just had like endless energy because he got out and went straight to the bucket.
Man, what?
Shout
You know
out
what
to
I'm saying?
Aiden. Shout out to Aiden for doing it. 16 years old. His name
Right.
is Aiden.
You know what I'm saying?
They gave him all kind of names, but his name is Aiden.
Aquaman.
They call him Scuba Gooden Jr.
Blackaman.
Aquaman.
No,
Aquaman.
Blackaman.
Well,
But the
either
thing
way
is,
it goes.
it's just like they just once again, those 8 or 9 white people they did all the stereotypes that they say blacks was. They had a problem with authority. They felt like they was above authority.
They didn't comply.
They didn't comply. You know what I'm saying? They're just the business within itself. Like, yo, you can't park here, man. We gotta get these people off the boat. You know what I'm saying? So
It goes to show you how disrespectful.
So, and then, like I said, and me and my homeboy Lee Money was talking about this. The way y'all see white people from the East Coast versus us under the Dixie line is totally different. We used to stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So when they go pay for their own cemetery of a submarine, no, I'm not gonna be like, oh. I'm like, well, fuck, you pay for what you pay for. Y'all do stupid shit like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing. Like, if you look at, and I love my white friends, but it's amazing how y'all can wrestle snakes, put your head in the alligator, but scared of niggas in hoodies. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just amazing to me.
We're apparently more scary than all of that you just said.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all jump into a volcano with dynamite just to see what'll happen. You know what I'm saying? And just
Now hold on. Now that's not all white folks, man. You know what I'm saying? That's
the rich ones that Fred say don't like. Y'all be doing that dumb shit. Y'all don't got nothing going
hey
on.
man, look.
Fred trying to protect his sponsorship.
No, look, hey, man, I'm 100% sponsored by myself. I don't have no sponsors, man, so I ain't trying to protect nobody.
I'm only joking, but you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, everything they complain about us, they show like they got a problem with authority, they won't comply, et cetera, et cetera. So
Right.
just those outside of the brawl and outside of the fight, it was just like, I mean, and everybody was fussing about the women. Listen. You jump there, ain't no gender in war.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When we were dealing, I hate to talk about it, but when we were dealing with the Pakistanians and stuff, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them women had to die.
Women could get it.
They had to die because they were the number one terrorists during the time. It's culture. We can't touch them women. We can't touch them. And they knew that. So guess what they did?
They put it under themselves and they hit it. I know. I be watching a lot of them
And they
movies.
triggered and they killing units.
Yep.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Sacrifice
So
the
when you
woman.
get into some kind of opposition like that, and you jump in, especially when your man is wrong, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, for
Flex
me,
your radiator too.
for me, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, of course, there's a racial tone in everything when you combine races, right? When I was in college, man, I was taking a philosophy class, and it was this one brother, and he said, man, only time it was a black guy, he said, only time I realized that I'm black is really when I'm around other races. You know what I'm saying? Because we sit up here as 3 black folks, African American, whatever we identify ourselves as, whatever and stuff, and I don't think any of us say like, oh man, I'm black. We just humans right now, right? Because there's no prejudice, at least when it comes to skin color. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, if you walk into a room full of people that don't look like you, then you're like, oh, damn, I don't look like them. They don't look like me. So subconsciously, you're like, okay, man, we're different. I'm not the same, right? And I would love for people to say like, oh, no, that's not the case. It's not how it works.
That is a goddamn case.
But that is the case, right? So when you see an incident like this, you see one black guy, 5 or 6 white people, jumping on him. It's like, wow, you would have to think that there was something more to it than just him doing something to instigate that. You know what I'm saying? Once you find out he's an authority figure, then you're like, well, damn, okay. Like, what if, you know what I'm saying, the roles were reversed, and that was a white cop at a traffic stop telling them, hey, man, you need to move your car, do something, whatever, and 5 or 6 black guys jumped on him. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. If the backup came, and they like just killed all the black guys, they would be justified. And they would be like, hey man, they jumped on this cop, his life was in danger, all this other stuff. So whatever they got is what they deserve.
Well,
now,
I mean, it's different levels of authority when you're speaking into that aspect. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with the police officers and stuff, like I just seen where people that turned against a police officer and it went down like that.
Right.
In my real lifetime, you know
right.
what I'm saying? Back in my hometown, stuff happened where a preacher, Pastor Kenny Walker, got shot, executed, handcuffed on the curb,
right,
from a traffic stop. So when it comes to police and badges and stuff of that nature, that's a delicate line. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how I feel about the police, and I don't see gender, color when it comes to police, because I was an infantryman, and it was for police the world. You know what I'm saying? So we held to a higher standard.
Right.
So when you're looking at authority like that, I mean, I'm guilty of the shit too, because when a mall cop or somebody said, "But sit your runner cop ass down," so when I go, I'm guilty of shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? It ain't enough to disrupt where I want to steal off on them, whether
right.
it's black, white, or whatever. But in this situation, I just feel like these people, these white people, they got money. They're family.
But they didn't. I mean,
they're a family with money.
If I'm being prejudiced, they didn't look like they had no goddamn money. They look like hillbillies, bucktooth.
Hey, but you know how many millionaires
backwoods.
But this the thing. Us as a black culture, we a lot of us used to people looking like they salary. When they walk around here looking like whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they have whatever. So I mean, you gotta keep in mind these people on vacay, but they having money. They felt like they had power, position. They felt they can do that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. Like I said, and y'all already know I am, man. I try not to make everything racial. You know what I'm saying, and whatnot.
Can't avoid this one, though.
Well, no. What I'm saying is this, though. Like, one of the things that really disturbed me. One of the things that really disturbed me is after they did what they did, they just casually walked off like, hey,
yeah,
yeah, I mean, not that they even thought it was over. It's just like they act like they did nothing wrong. Like, you just jumped somebody and you went back to your boat and you started to enjoy yourself again. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, if that had been some brothers who done something like that, they getting gone. They like, man, we got to get the hell up out of here. We can't hang around because we know that the cops are coming and the cops are going to do something to us.
And then they went back to the other boat without even worrying about moving the main boat.
Right.
The boat, because you got to keep in mind, like, I know the video is real fast, but that boat, he was arguing with them people for 45 minutes before that happened.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It was like, yo, y'all have to move the boat to the point where, hey, if you don't get this, I mean, I'm quite sure you are the person that's in charge of this dock.
Right.
Move the fucking boat if they don't want to move. Him untying that boat and pushing it out the way for the other boat can get in to move is what initially really started that fight. And then there's other reports like, they saying we ain't following that N word. Don't F that N word. This. So they was already throwing racial slurs and stuff already. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said,
my man said I had enough.
You see what I'm saying? And even after that melee, I mean, one dude he got beat out his crocs. You know
I seen that one.
I'm just like, they go to the hospital. And they like, we don't want these touching us. Got to the point where they called the police on the doctors and nurses in the hospital.
See, I ain't hear that. I'm about to go fact check that, man. I got to make sure.
I don't want to be on your show, Big Cabin, for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Now on the cool though. So So let's get to some of the funnier parts, right? So when the dude threw his hat,
Oh,
when the dude threw his hat, because even now, like, I mean, it's funny. It looks funny. It's like, what was, like, did y'all really think he was trying to signal he needed help?
no, I
You
think
know,
that
black
was
people are
his.
animated when they get into.
I think that was a work hat.
Yeah, that was his
And he
word.
said, "F this. I'm not.
He didn't have
I'm not
no-
at work no more. This is me." He threw that shit up.
If
It's
you
over.
notice, he had his hands on when he threw his head. You know what I'm saying?
Now, look, hey.
He was up there for me.
Now look,
He
hey look.
said-
Now I'm gonna give him some props
I'm off the
because
second
I did find out the dude was 65 years old.
65 years
Yeah.
old.
So
yeah.
he's 65 years old, handling his business.
That's
Hold
gonna
it.
be you, huh?
Unc held it
Well, I
down.
put you like that. I can definitely handle mine.
At
You know what I'm
65,
saying?
you finna handle
Yeah,
your business.
65. I better handle my business. I ain't 65, but I would. You know.
Yeah,
But,
fact.
you know, the thing is this. You know what I'm saying? Like, old boy. You know, I don't give a damn how y'all think he may look when it came down to handling his business. He handled his business. Now,
What's that?
so now when you look at the situation with the chair, right? Now I'm gonna be straight up with you. Here you go, disrupting the class again.
Tori.
You know,
Jew, he said the Crocs are fake because they didn't go into sports.
hey, that joker had them Crocs on his calves.
Bro, I'm talking about they turned that nigga Crocs to fucking knee pads, bro.
Man,
That boy had on some Croc pads after they got done with him.
hey, them Crocs was all the way up his legs. But so
It was Q Dolls out there fighting, bro. I don't know if y'all saw the purple and gold. It was Q
Oh
Dolls.
yeah, I saw that.
It was Q Dolls out there.
Yeah.
hey, Jack,
Oh,
can you shut that door
no.
back?
It was Q Dolls out there. It was Q Dolls out there as well. Now, look, I get now. I'm not gonna lie. I get when the young boys were fighting, it was bagging Unc up. But when it got to the other side, it was nothing but old men. All them old men grew up doing the dog
Oh,
biting.
you know what they was fighting for.
Them the water hose babies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what they was fighting
Them the water hose babies, German Shepherd bite babies.
Right.
So when they were throwing punches, they were throwing them daddy left, but they were definitely throwing them civil rights. You feel me?
Man,
I'm talking
look.
about They were landing them civil
That's what I
rights.
said. They was tired of it.
Listen, for every water hose and dog bite they had, them old man, some of the old men was from the VA. I'm like, look at
Man.
Pops out there.
They was
So-
tired of it.
So what's y'all opinion on the chair? Because I've seen a lot of
Listen,
mixed opinions and mixed
hey,
feelings
I'm
on.
gonna
I
say,
prefer the chair over a gun.
I'm gonna say this.
Any means necessary.
I put it like this. First and foremost, anybody that opposes the chair, fuck your thoughts and your opinions. When it's war, it ain't no rules. If you jump into war and you woman or man, nobody didn't say that when them women was stomping that man out. Hey, she got caught up in the crossfire and got her ass. She got what she laid out. Listen, women in the WWE get hit with chairs all the time.
Shante said he swung that chair with the power, authority, and permission of the ancestors.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? So,
and the thing,
I don't even think he tried to hit that lady for real. I think he was just.
nah.
He was just old.
Hey,
she
that-
was just right there. He just.
Look, that chair reminded me of an old school cartoon when he hit him and the chair just take the form of their head, just, bam, because he hit him a couple of
No,
times.
he
Didn't
hit about one time. He hit about one time. Police gonna let that do that. Now the police sat back and he
Hey, you know what? On the cool, hey, the police was very nonchalant.
Cause the police,
Wasn't he black?
the police,
Yeah.
it was a black woman,
Yeah.
a black man. It was a white police out. There was
Yeah.
a couple of white cops out there. They was like, I'm Tyler Billy right now. Meaning,
Well, you know what?
Look,
Now on the cool,
the police didn't try to break it up until that chair got involved.
man.
They had to stop him with the chair though.
Okay, so what this kind of remind me of is like a complete role reversal. So once again, you know, my opinion is this, right? You can say it's prejudice or bias or whatever. You know, typically when I look at these type of situations and black folks are on the worst end of it, you know what I'm saying? It does build up anger. You know what I'm saying? It does build up frustration because you like, why can't other people see what I see? That what these guys are just not, you know, the cops are not right, or, you know, the actions are just overboard with it, right? So then when you see other cops, like, literally do nothing, like they just casually watch, like, man, can't none of y'all jump in and be like, hey, man, that's enough. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. So when I was looking at the cops, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you, I was kind of like, damn, y'all ain't gonna do nothing? Like on the cool, because I was expecting them to do something.
You gotta understand it. But I was raised in Columbus, Georgia, Phoenix City, Alabama area. Then that's the metropolis. Fort
Right.
Benning, Georgia. that metropolis. Went to school in Montgomery. You got to understand the atmosphere of, like, the police stations are very divided in those countries, in those type of situations. You know what I'm saying? Even here in San Antonio, I know I got a lot of police buddies and stuff in here that deals with, you know, it's not enough black police officers to police black neighborhoods, right? And
I felt like they were doing something though. I felt like they got in and was like, okay, let's try to break it up.
I mean, they did enough not to get fired.
Right, that's
they
what
did
I'm
enough,
saying.
I think it was one of those things. I'm gonna show y'all how y'all do us type ordeal.
Because had it been a white cop, and it was
white cops out there, but he was just outnumbered.
Yeah.
And now believe me, I really feel like this, honest to God, if white police would have jumped in that situation, it would have made that melee a lot worse.
Yeah.
Because altogether, it would have just been like, there y'all go protecting them doing wrong. Now we're going to take, it went from a civil situation, because by law in Alabama, just like Germany, in Alabama, if you see a person getting jumped or unfairly fighting, it's your job as a Samaritan to jump in there, and you will legally not get in trouble. So that's why, for those who like, why ain't no black people get arrested or whatever, that's why that law is in place. You see what I'm saying? So in Germany, if you witness a car accident or see somebody fighting or hurt and don't break it in, you get a sentence of a minimum of 2 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I heard that.
You know what I'm saying? They got a strict Good Samaritan law over there.
Right.
So that's why a lot of the black people are not being pressed with issues, and you can't argue. Well, this was overboard when it's on camera that a black security guard got jumped on by a white family. You know what I'm saying? So in this case, you can't deny that in no shape, form, or fashion. So that's just that. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, Tori and I actually had a conversation earlier today, and like, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, for me, you know, like I said, I mean, it's sad because if you really look into the deeper issues, you know, it will upset you at the same time, but it also gives you a feeling of relief. You know what I'm saying? Even though, like I said, man, trust me, that little small brawl ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? To make me walk around and think, oh, things is changing.
Oh, hell
because
no.
you know, because that's
I think
because
it just gave us a little bit of.
yeah, but then that leads me to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, when are we as a people going to start to, like, just hold everything accountable? You know what I'm saying? Because when we see injustices, I'm being real with you. So the same way that we jumped in for that, you know, why wouldn't we do that when George Floyd was down there? You know what I'm saying? All of it took was one person to kind of jump in and say, hey, man, bro, you ain't got to kill him. You know what I'm saying? Like, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what I'm saying is, I mean, even though I love that moment because everybody jumped in and tried to assist him, you know what I'm saying? When are we going to start doing that for like, everybody?
What is
you know
the
what I'm
thing,
saying?
like, I mean, you had this conversation a while back. When it comes to police officers, I really feel like it ain't no rule. I think they deserve the same treatment like them same white families got. You know what I'm saying? Whether you black or white, truthfully, that's just how I feel. And like, I think we talked about, like, when you got pulled over, you ain't had nothing in your car, so you allowed them to search your car.
Yeah.
Me, I don't got nothing in my car. You're not searching my fucking car.
Right.
But your point is, if you don't got nothing in your car, then don't wait. I'm like, why should I gotta humble myself to make myself feel ain't shit in my car?
Right.
If you could plant something in my car just because you got a fucking badge. You know
Right.
what I mean? You see what I'm saying? So our ideology on police officers is a lot.
Yeah,
different.
yeah, most
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? So when you say when we all come together, that's, to me,
We
that's a
don't
minute
have
stance that you ain't standing on. If ain't nothing in your car, then don't let them search your fucking car. But your ideology is, I don't got nothing to hide. Go search the car. I'm going about my day.
Right.
But you see what I'm saying?
So we all have different
Those are little specks.
views,
Those are little specks that cause the division in there. And it's like, you ain't wrong. I'm not wrong in my stand. But you see what I'm saying? Those things, like, those little minute things like that to start is like, nah. Once we all get on one accord, like, if it ain't nothing in their car, then across the board, you ain't searching our fucking car.
Well, this is
how you feel.
Right, this is the thing. I mean, one of the issues we have as black folks is, you know, this whole group think mentality. Everybody got to think the same. Everybody don't think the same. You know what I'm saying? Because we've all been through different experiences. You know, I said my oldest brother's a cop. You know what I'm saying? So I don't fear the cops. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, I didn't really like the cops. You know what I'm saying? But as I got older, started to realize, you know what, man? My job is to get home to my family. You know what I'm saying? So I can be a martyr. Let me make my point. I can be a martyr. I can stand up to some cops. Nah, y'all ain't gonna search my fucking car. Blah blah blah. Whatever and shit. Become defiant. Get these motherfuckers every justification they need to do what they want to do. And then, just like it happens all the time, it's gonna be an outrage. You know what I'm saying? Some people gonna protest, and a week later, I'm gone. Ain't nobody give a fuck about how my kids gonna get taken care of and all this other shit or whatever, because that's what we do.
But you see your reason behind that, though, right? And like I said, none of you, and I'm not coming at you as in your ideology is wrong.
Right.
But you see your reason behind that, right? And so when people come together, everybody ain't like we got Martins, we got Malcolm. Now, what if I still don't agree with how you feel about let them search your car, and I'm not defiant.
And that's the difference.
I'm blue collar. I got suspenders on, but telling no, sir, you can't search my car.
Right. And that's fine.
If I'm still defiant, if I'm still getting my proper calls to me.
Nope, not at all.
But you see what I'm saying? But if you coming out like that, that's what that sound like.
Right. So what I'm saying is this. Even if you look at Martin and you look at Malcolm, you know, black folks are the only one who made a distinction between the two. They had the same end goal. You know what I'm saying? That's to unite black folks. You know what I'm saying? Help us be self-sufficient, independent. You know what I'm saying? And build a community. So you don't think they had the same agenda?
No, hell no.
So, okay, so what was different between Malcolm and Martin?
One suffered from acceptance. Martin King suffered from acceptance. He wanted us to be like them, spinning their malls and be walking hand in hand with them.
Be accepted.
You know what I'm saying?
And Malcolm was just like, F y'all, I'm just going to do my own thing.
Yeah, but even if you're a successful commercial real estate, resident real estate man, right?
Right.
You own a successful club.
Right.
You got a nationally known football team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you're a
so,
fucking threat to
so,
them.
So listen.
They gonna drop the N-bomb, but you're still a threat in their eyes.
It's a difference between wanting to be accepted and wanting to be liberated. You know what I'm saying?
And therefore, one wanted to be liberated, one wanted to be accepted.
No.
But see how you guys have two separate ideologies?
Right.
That's why
I feel like that's exactly it. The separation is there, but when it comes to the white people, you know, it's like they probably think differently. But they damn sure not gonna say it out loud. They all gonna come together.
The white people would come together to get rid of niggas. I done seen it in the military, political office, and everything else. At the end of the day, let me say a black man. They wouldn't. I done seen two.
Not all white people are like that. But
that's what I'm saying. So listen, and listen,
get rid of positions.
I ain't gonna cut you off. But see, the problem is this. Once you start generalizing, because all white folks don't think like that. The same way that all black folks don't think
I was
a
gonna
certain
say,
way.
they generalize.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, once you start doing the same thing that they do, what makes you any different from them? You know what I'm saying? Because hold on.
But the thing about it, Fred, you ran in a circle with the question you asked. And I just simply said, just because we see different ideologies with the police, that's why the stance of black people don't do the same thing when it comes to George Floyd and different things of that nature, because whether it's wrong or right, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I said, I understand everything that you said.
Right.
You got, because ain't nobody gonna take care of your son if you gone.
Right.
I know that about my daughter, but at the same time, I just feel like I'm not gonna compromise with stuff I didn't work for and fought for. When I ain't doing nothing wrong, now you can't search my car. So
right. And
give me my ticket and send me on my way.
Right. And once again, I have no issue with that at all. You know what I'm saying? The laws are put in place. You know what I'm saying? For us. They're supposed to protect us. When you feel like somebody's violating your constitutional right, you have every right to stand up against that. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this. There's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. The knowledge is I know that there are laws in place to protect me. The wisdom is to know that all those laws are not applied equally across the board. You know what I'm saying?
Not everybody is there.
Right. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I got a choice to make. You know what I'm saying? I can stand for something, you know what I'm saying? Or I can stand for something and die for nothing, you know what I'm saying? Or I can be like, you know what? Let me use my intelligence and my wisdom and say, you know what? There's bigger ways to fight. There's bigger ways to fight this battle. You know what I'm saying? Tonight, fighting this battle. What's that?
You said, go ahead, keep going. I'm not gonna die tonight.
I'm not finna die tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because once I die, I don't give a damn what nobody say. Okay. You are no longer a part of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because dead people don't fight. You know what I'm saying? So
how many times have you been like your car done got searched and you ain't do nothing wrong? Did you go back and follow and be like, hey, officer so violated me and I nitpicking this and that? How many times have you done?
I mean, honestly, I'm be honest with you, I ain't never had my car searched. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had my car searched. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to shit like that, I'm not saying I'm above the law or anything like that or what have you, but you know, if somebody did search my car, if a cop said let me search your car and I didn't have nothing in my car, I'm like, man, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna get through that night. But you best believe I'm the motherfucker that's gonna be down at the police station the next day saying, why this motherfucker searched my car? You know what I'm saying? I gave him permission to because I felt like I was under duress and I wanted to get out that situation for that night. But you know what? I want to file a complaint against this guy and I'm gonna take that shit from A to Z. And that's real shit though, because those are the battles that I'm gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit up there and fight under his rules. You know what I'm saying? Because that night he got all the authority. You know what I'm saying? And there's no discretion that he has to adhere to because I'm on this territory, I'm on this time. I'm just saying be intelligent with the fight. I'm not saying don't fight. I'm just saying just be smart. I've never been in the military, but I tell you one thing, I'm not going to nobody else's fucking backyard to fight them. You know what I'm saying?
Good thing you didn't go to the military.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying. That's the reason why I ain't never been to the military. Because I'm not finna fight motherfuckers who may not have shit to do, who may not have anything against me to satisfy somebody else's agenda.
Yeah, of course. And a lot of people say that, but in the same breath, a lot of your Denver Heights and Whitley Heights, and died over neighborhoods and blocks that they don't even own.
They don't own, right?
They died over colors they don't give a damn about.
Right.
No benefits, no nothing.
Right.
I was gonna say, so we might as well get paid doing it. Right?
Well,
so
okay.
At the end of the day, when it comes to that little shade and shot people throw, my daughter good at the end of the day for what the decision I did. Ain't no gang member, no block, no neighborhood, no land that I don't own. I'm dying over.
Right.
Doing 20 years to prove that I'm a real nigga.
Right.
So somebody can celebrate me getting out of prison.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's when it comes. So when it comes to that, but back to the main question, those are the reasons why it's hard for us to get on that one accord when it comes to, and a lot of us don't know how to fight political either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like those different views when we sit down and people talk, you know, that it just hard for people to understand it. Some people F the police or they love the police.
So,
you know, it's just something we got to be educated in.
Shantae had said the laws were never intended to protect us.
No, not at all.
And she also said because not all people are monolithic, we have some real coons and Negropeans.
Yeah.
Too many people are for self instead of coming together in unity.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I agree with all that. But an intelligent person, you know what I'm saying, will turn the laws to work for you. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is this, all right? We live in the country. We know that things have not been equal, right?
Yeah.
We acknowledge that, right?
Yeah.
You said earlier that Martin Luther King wanted to be accepted. Well, ain't that a part of being equal? You know what I'm saying? Like, how's that not being equal? Okay, so if they told your ass, you know what I'm saying, go back to the segregation days, all right? If you walked into a store right now and they said, hey, man, we don't allow black people out in there, you'll be cool with that?
No.
Right. But so you want to be accepted into their spot.
No, not necessarily.
How is that not necessary?
So you say, okay, just like they don't want black-ass athletes in these colleges, and y'all be recruiting them and going to these fucking schools.
Right.
They accepted in the school, but shit is not equal.
Right.
By a long shot, it's the same. So in those segregation times, especially with
legacy.
Segregation times during that time.
Legacy.
It was those people that
I'm talking about right now, present day. If you walked in any establishment and they said, "Man, you're black, you cannot come off in there," it would be a fucking problem, and you know that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But this is the thing. I guarantee you, check my bank account. I spend more black dollars in this city in more black stores.
Right. But at the end of the day, it's not about money. It's not about money. It's not about money. It's about access. It's not about money. It's about access. Because it don't matter. I don't give a damn. You could have $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody told you you're not allowed to come into this car dealership, we don't want your money. Your money's no good here. Most folks bust their ass to get to a position where they can do whatever the fuck they want to do, who they want to do it, however they want to do it.
We both know, like, it's 2,744 black billionaires in the world today.
Okay.
Google that, fact check that.
Right.
Right? And so, if people with money to this day that still don't get treated as, Oprah don't get treated like Bill Gates. But
I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't know that because I don't run an Oprah circle. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, Oprah don't get treated like motherfuckers out of Denver Heights. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is this: it's white billionaires that don't get treated the same way. You know what I'm saying? So the whole point
they
that
get treated better than any black billionaire, Denver Heights, Columbus, Georgia, Phoenix, Alabama.
Well, see, when you say any black billionaire, you mean to tell me that the lowest white billionaire get treated than the highest black billionaire? That's what you're saying.
Name who you
I don't.
think
Well, for one, I don't know any. I don't know anybody personally that's a
like you
billionaire.
just asked me.
Black, white,
You
Hispanic,
just-
Asian, or whatever.
You just asked me. So, like the lowest billionaire
Right.
get treated better than the highest black paid billionaire.
No, I said I was asking you that.
You really believe they get treated the same?
I don't know because I don't hang with billionaires. I don't have no friends as billionaires. I have nobody that can confirm that that's the case. So what I'm saying is that's a generalization. Now, if you got some black billionaire friends and some white billionaire friends and a black billionaire friend say, hey, man, you know what? I still get treated bad because they didn't let me go to the yacht dealership and get the yacht that he got because I don't know that.
All right, friend.
But is that okay?
Okay, all right,
Is that
You live in Candyland. Get the fuck
how's
out
that
of here.
Candyland?
Nah,
You know what I'm saying? Because I can tell you right now, most black billionaires that you know, or that you don't know, that you know of, you know what I'm saying? They not fucking with you,
No, of course not.
right? You know what I'm saying? So the point is, you'll sit up here and you'll say that. And now, okay, this is one of the issues I really got. We'll sit up there and we will fight for the rights of black billionaires. You know what I'm saying? That don't fuck with you. I don't give a fuck if they black or not. You know what I'm saying?
Almost like they're striving to be white.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So when you
Who fighting for them, friend? That's not.
We are.
That's not the argument.
we are, we
friend.
fight for Kanye
That's
West.
not the argument.
What the argument is
Oh
about
no,
access.
Kanye West is thrown out. Kanye West is thrown out. He
Bro,
don't count.
That's not the argument.
So
friend.
tell me what the argument
The
is.
argument
Because
is why can't we all like act like Montgomery in other situations when it came to like George Floyd and different things? I'm
Right.
telling you, it's you know what I'm saying.
So hold on. Let me ask you this. Another question.
Even though we disagree,
I'm gonna pose another question to you.
Okay.
Do you think there was any black person on the scene when George Floyd was murdered, killed,
Yes.
assassinated, whatever?
It was a
That,
bunch of
oh,
black
no,
people
no,
out
no.
there.
Let me finish the question. Do you think there's anyone out there who thought that he deserved to die?
no, of course not.
Right, okay, but not one stood to that guy's defense. You know what I'm saying? So if we're saying that all these people believe that he shouldn't have been killed, but nobody moved to assist him, that's my problem. So what I'm saying is this.
We
And that's why
should've,
That's
yeah.
what we answered when we gave the ideology of your thoughts on police and my thoughts, right?
No, it don't matter what my thoughts on
But you
police.
know what I'm saying though, Fred? Like I feel like you're taking it a little bit defensive.
I know.
I was using two different point of views.
Right.
Yours like survive the night. Mine was like fuck that. They don't violate my rights.
Right.
And I was saying those two little small things right there is one reason whether we wrong or right or right on
Right,
the
right.
side. The reason why people don't move in unison when it comes to shit like that. And when it comes to George Floyd, we know if any black people jumped out there, they would have more reason to gun down niggas out there and they excuse for
Okay,
everything.
good. Hey, that's a
Come
great.
on.
Hold on, that's a great point.
Wait, where's
so
your
hold
hat?
on. That's a great point. So what's the difference between that, getting your ass gunned down, defending George Floyd, and getting your ass gunned down by letting somebody search your car? Not letting them search your car if you ain't got shit. If you ain't got shit to hide,
Well,
you putting yourself in the same position. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yes, really.
Okay, what was George Floyd's position?
George Floyd was a defenseless motherfucker who was handcuffed. You know what I'm saying? Somebody choking kneeing the life out of this motherfucker while.
That's about the lead up. That's the lead up. You know
Yeah,
why you
so
got arrested?
when all of our people is sitting watching George Floyd fucking die, I'm talking about die. This man lost his life in
Amen
front
to
of a lot of
46
folks,
46
and not one person. You know what I'm saying? People may have said some shit. You know what I'm saying? But nobody moved on it, right? So my point is this, right? I love the shit with the river brawl or whatever shit because motherfuckers acted on what they actually felt.
Civilian. Those are, let's be honest.
Well, the George Floyd, there were civilians also.
Listen. Okay, let's just be honest. There was a civilian, quote unquote, arrest. There was a civilian ass whipping. We know.
There weren't police, official
We
police
know.
out there,
Right.
no guns.
Fred, we're not finna sit here. You're a very intelligent
Right,
man.
most definitely.
You're not finna sit here and act like a mob of black people jumping on police officers not gonna end in gunfight.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Because that's
So,
now think about it. A gang of white people took over the fucking White House.
yeah.
You see the difference?
The-
They with no
the-
security,
w-
no damn
Shantae.
mall cop,
Once
no
again,
front, no
once
home
again,
guard, no
legacy.
cop. It's different.
Once
right?
again, legacy. I do apples with apples, oranges with oranges. What I'm saying is this: if you're not afraid of a cop going to battle with a cop in the middle of the night on a dark road because this motherfucker want to search your car, you know what I'm saying? Why would you be afraid to go against a cop when he's killing somebody?
I can't speak for them. I'll die about that. I live
Okay,
by
well,
that.
well, that's what I want to hear from you because my point is this.
My odds
You
may
made
look a little
person-
different
you made
with
a person
one
when it
as
came
opposed to
Cedric.
5.
Cedric would die about that.
Right.
I done been in cops' face even out of here.
Right.
I live by that.
Right.
I don't give a fuck about no badge when it comes to stuff, especially when something is right. Wrong is wrong, is right is right.
Right.
But when you talk about us as a people, you gotta understand any excuse. They can be like, I'm scared. He jumped out too fast. He sipped this soda
Right.
too fast. He had vegan weed in the car. They
Okay.
got any excuse to fucking shoot blacks. So if black people ganged up on that cop to save George Floyd, it would have been a fucking massacre
Right.
out there.
Right.
We've seen these people pull a Q in our history, and everybody walked away from that bitch.
But the point is, at least when it comes to you specifically, is you will be willing to step up in that situation, right? So my point is, when we talk about the monolithic view, it's like, why don't other folks feel that way when it comes to protecting us? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you was George Floyd, yeah, I probably would have died that day. Because I'm not gonna let them motherfuckers kill you in my presence and then be the first motherfucker at the march rallying like, man,
Yeah, of course.
long live, man, fuck that.
No,
I was right there, I had an opportunity to
stop
save
that
your life and step in. I didn't do that.
And that's
And I'm
why
gonna tell you
we
right
are
now,
where we're
and
at.
if you allow me to die, I don't even want you at my fucking rally. I
Facts.
don't want you at no fucking march. I don't want you wearing no fucking t-shirt because you had a chance to jump in and help save me. My point is this. I'm tired of us sitting around fucking watching shit happen and not doing nothing. If we gonna sit up here and we gonna make it seem like the shit is really that important to us, start doing some shit. Otherwise, nigga, I don't want to hear about the fucking rallies and the goddamn marches.
I've been feeling that way.
I don't want to do that.
I agree with you 100% on that. I agree with you 100% on that. Is that if you, I've been saying that, like marching to me, and this is no disrespect to those who didn't die marching and different things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like marching don't do nothing.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't feel
now,
like marching
now,
does anything.
and for the record, I'm more of a Malcolm X than a Martin Luther King. But at the end of the day, when I was coming up as a youngster, right, the education system made me feel like Malcolm was strong and Martin was weak. It wasn't until I got older and started to understand. When I started to understand the different arts of war, they fought the same battle. They just fought it differently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Both them motherfuckers died the same way.
Yeah.
They both got executed. They both got killed.
Yeah.
Probably by the same motherfuckers, right?
Yeah.
So once again, they both had to be some type of threat because they both got took out. And the fucked up part about it is it was almost probably at the hands of motherfuckers who look like us who didn't believe in the shit that we believed in.
Most likely,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
believe-
So that's why I say the shit that I say. So of course, like I said, man, it did make me feel proud to see our people standing up against any type of, you know, and I even go as far as to say disrespect. Because man, I'm just tired of us getting disrespected.
Yeah, yeah.
It ain't even got to do nothing with a motherfucker getting beat up or whatever. Man, motherfucker, don't disrespect me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm here with my son, you just can't come push me out the way and tell me to move my shit. No, motherfucker, you gonna respect me
Yeah, yeah.
as a human. You know what I'm saying? Not as a black man or whatever and shit, but just as a fucking
Just as
human.
a human.
Give me that fucking respect. So now, when we transition over to this shit that we talking about, right? This shit is still comedy though. You know what I'm saying? So when I say still comedy, what I mean is this. If I was white, right? If
Yeah.
I was white and, you know, I done benefited, you know, maybe not, I done benefited indirectly, right? Because not all white folks benefit from
Yeah, of course.
slavery and all this other shit. But let's say, they get an indirect benefit, right? And I'm watching some black folks celebrate, and I'm like, it don't take much. It don't take much to distract y'all from the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? It's still other shit going on that needs to be addressed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna pull the bullshit whole card when they say, "Oh man, y'all need to be worried about all the black on black crime." We know that crime is crime. Period.
Yeah.
You know, crime is based on, you know, opportunity.
Your-
you know, demographic makeup, all this other
Demographic, yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
whatever. So if you're around a lot of black folks, you're gonna have black on black crime. Just a lot of white on white crime, whatever stuff. But at the end of the day, I just don't like the fact that the narrative is put out there to where we get happy over small shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's enough to pacify us. I want real change. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit I'm looking for. So although I can have a good laugh with this and watch a motherfucker beat a lady over the head with a chair, watch a motherfucker jump in the river, watch a motherfucker throw his hat up, all that shit is funny. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we the king of memes. There's a fucking million memes out there. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? That don't stop the fact when I'm driving home late at night and I see a motherfucking cop get behind me, I still worry like, man, okay, how's this shit gonna end?
It gives them more ammunition to be like, shit, they thought that they had something over us.
Like, I mean, when it comes to that, it all gonna be a repercussion to it. I mean, let's just deal with it. It's gonna be a repercussion. They can't wait to make the next person out in the example.
Right, yeah.
Systematic butt breaking gonna always come behind it. We already know that.
Man, look.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm trying to think who this guy is, man. He's a brother. He got like a little TV show, a little podcast or something, man. I think he's look like he's middle aged. He got like a real thick ass mustache, like real clean cut. He wear the glasses. I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna send some stuff.
Light skin?
Yeah, light skinned guy.
he ain't part of the Nation of Islam, is he?
No, I don't think so.
No.
But
I know
this dude brings a lot of attention to like black injustice.
Accent, right?
It ain't really an accent. It's more like a southern accent or whatever stuff. But the dude, I mean, he real sharp brother, man. If you watch him, trust me, anything he put out there, you're gonna be pissed off about. Like it brings like all that anger because it's always showing how black folks are being mistreated, especially by law enforcement, right? The whole point, once again, that I'm going with it is this. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much shit out there that we don't see. But when it's brought to the light, you know what I'm saying? Yes, it does make us, I can't speak, it makes me angry. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want that shit happening to my son. I don't want shit to happen to me. I want it to happen to you. I don't want it to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just like I said, having the fun with it is cool. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want this shit to be a meme moment and then nothing happens from this. You know what I'm saying? One of the greatest things that I think came from this, and you know, I will now. You got some coons. You got some. I don't even want to use Uncle Tom because I found out Uncle Tom was actually a good brother from the research, right? So I don't say Uncle Tom's no more, right? But they had a coon, all the coons out there, and there's a lot of them who are gonna sit up and they're gonna try to minimize the fact that even though this was just a brawl, nobody pulled out a gun, anything like that or whatever, it did show some black unity and some black love.
Yeah, of course.
We came together and we fought for some fucking right. We fought for some right. So, like I said, if nothing else, I applaud and I appreciate that fact. And I just want us to be able to do more of that, man.
Of course. I think, like, when it comes to the police, it's just a tricky game. It's a lot more. That law enforcement is a chess game.
Yeah.
Even though, like, how many times we done seen them on camera doing wrong and they still get acquitted.
They still don't give a damn.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah. And I would love to see the same energy when police out of line. I don't care what color, creed, gender you are.
Right.
That you get that mopping glow and we'll deal with the repercussions afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna pull the child or what, dog?
Yeah, go ham on it. Go ham on it.
Now, Tori, you know, look, hey, hold on.
This damn chair. Will you get out of line?
Hey, real shit.
Where's my hat?
Look, Tori ain't gonna do a damn thing.
Damn.
Tori stayed on the boat. Tori ass was still on the boat.
No, I'm a swimmer.
Hey,
I'd have been swimming.
Shout out to the crew.
Hey, hold on. Tori's been swimming the other way.
The other way? She be floating backwards.
Y'all so shut
Because when she said her husband and her voice get high. Oh, come on, Brian. Check it on, come on, Brian. Let me see. But no, shouts out to everybody. Shouts out to the crew members that was on that ship, on that boat that helped out as well. You know what I'm saying?
That was all them guys in them blue shirts or whatever.
All the guys that was in the blue shirt was crew members and stuff of that nature. That came out there. You gotta keep in mind, those people been working together for so long.
Right,
you know?
they family.
Like family. You know what I'm saying? Like if pop off, I don't care. Like even my boy at the door. You know what I'm saying? If I see somebody getting into it with him, hey, what's that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't got nothing to do with skin color. It's just wrong and right.
Right.
These people fresh off
they put themselves in that situation.
They was on that two Trump.
You said they was on their Trump. They was on their Trump right
now.
I didn't know about that.
No, seriously. They just left a Trump rally.
Right.
He came to Montgomery. He flew out like an hour.
Hey man, two thumbs down for Donald Trump, man.
You know
I don't care if you voted for him or not, man. He's a bad dude.
But that's what they was on. Like I said, when they went to the hospital, they was like, I don't want you in touching me. Don't touch me. The doctors, no, none of you ends touch me. They called the police on the doctor. the police was like, yo, you
Hey,
either get treated here or you can go somewhere else. But I can't do nothing. They work.
Y'all probably too young to remember the Jeffersons episode, huh? When George saved the KKK dude.
Yeah, he walked off. He said, "You should have just let me die and let me put his nigga livers on me." Know what he said?
So your ass is old then, huh? You old, dog. You be trying to perpetrate. Legacy. You old, dog. No, hold on. You got to set it up right though. So the son was a KKK member too.
Yeah.
So the son was like, once George saved the dude, the dad's life, the son was like, well, Dad, he saved your life. He's a good person. We shouldn't be thinking like this. And the dad came back. You should have let him. You should have. If I would have known he was he said the N word.
Yeah.
I would have died. You should have let me die.
Let me die. They just rolled him out. George said, well, they never changed.
And George cried on that episode, actually.
Sherman did cry on that episode. Sherman, stop crying. Well, rest in peace, Sherman.
Anyway, man.
For
so
all
look.
loves 11U. Joe asked.
Joe who?
Montez.
Okay, what up, Joe?
Tell Joe, hell yes, I tased Joe. Oh, I thought he was going to ask me a question. I just want to get it out the way. I'll take the shit out of Joe. No, what's up?
He said the 49ers are playing on Thursday.
On what Thursday?
So see, when we talk about black issues, then y'all talk about football.
Okay,
this is a football network.
Well, hold on.
Hey.
If the 49ers playing on Thursday, then we got to alter the schedule, man. Because I can't miss my Niners.
That was his question too. You finna miss them.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah. Hey, next Thursday we off.
No.
We're gonna go back after the Niners take this L. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna represent the white family. Whoever the other team is gonna be the niggas. Who they playing?
I don't know. He said if they were playing.
Oh,
they not playing Thursday, but yeah. We not
we'll do
He
hypothetical.
said if they.
Joe, that's why you got good health. Go ahead.
Tell Joe to throw that Cowboys hat just like that security guard did. Yeah, that hard. Yeah, he from Texas.
He said 49ers.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, cowgirls then. Okay, same thing.
Hey,
anyway,
so we were supposed to have a whole. Okay, so
what's the next
moving
subject?
Forward, wait, we have another subject.
We going good. We got to keep this going.
And we also have a live performer.
Well, let's get to we do the live performer, man. But your challenges be bunk, man. We don't want to do it. We don't want to do your challenge, man.
You said on the phone today, you was like, Tori, I'm gonna do one more challenge.
What's the challenge?
I can't tell you.
Your own husband said your challenges be boring.
You never do no challenge on the show.
I do the challenge.
When you did last challenge?
It was the last season.
Like we gonna let the viewers vote. We're going to let the viewers vote to see if they want us to do Tori boring challenge.
Listen,
so tell us your challenge.
I can't tell you the challenge yet.
Well, how we going to do? Okay, so then, while Tori tries to figure out. She don't even got no challenge. She's finna try to, while she's trying to figure out the challenge, let's go ahead and jump into the Bud Crawford deal, right?
You have to break that down for me.
Man, leave Bud alone.
Okay, hold on. So listen, Lala, can you play, it's like a 40-something second clip. Can you play the Bud Crawford's mom?
Joe, I do not be beating up. I don't be beating up Fred. He be doing that shit to himself.
Hey,
go ahead, Lala. I'm sorry.
And every time I step foot in the ring or anything that I ever did, I just wanted to win so bad so I can prove a point to her.
How'd you think he do?
He did good because he was around here beating up everybody in the neighborhood. I paid the kids, I said, if y'all can whoop Bud, I give y'all $10 a piece. Couldn't whoop him.
You went out on the street.
Yeah.
What's now Bud Crawford Street.
Yeah.
And offered $10 to anyone who can kick my son's butt.
Yep.
And a lot of takers.
Yeah,
no
kids in the neighborhood. Couldn't nobody whoop him.
What did he tell you then?
He told you, Mom, I told you I'm the best.
And
there it is. I couldn't hear it, so you got to break it down.
You ain't listened to it at all? Oh, Lord. Tori like the kid in class who don't do no research. She get the assignment 3 weeks in advance and it depend on everybody else to do the work. You can't be in the group projects. Yeah, because everybody else did the damn work.
Break down the goddamn story. What happened?
Tori can't be in the group no more.
Do you think his mom planted trauma with that where her action?
Start from the beginning.
Okay, so all right, so Tori, because she didn't do her research, she didn't do her homework, She just trying to tag along to get to A+, right?
Yeah.
So this is what it is, all right?
Just give me a
so,
synopsis.
So Bud Crawford's mom
Okay.
raised him like very tough, right? She rarely praised him. You know, she always told him he wasn't gonna be good enough. Even when he was whooping all the kids in the neighborhood or whatever, she was always going out trying to find other kids to whoop his ass, right?
Okay.
Now, she said she was doing this because she wanted to make him better.
Right.
Right. Bud Crawford said that it was killing him. Only thing he ever really wanted to hear from his mom was, hey man, I'm proud of you. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're enough. So he says he never got that. So that's what kind of shaped his mentality. You know what I'm saying? Where he has to go out there and always whoop ass and do this because he was constantly trying to gain his mother's approval and acceptance.
Okay.
Now the whole time his dad been saying, my son gonna be a world champion.
Right. He said his dad, the
But
mom
we
and
never-
dad
we
wasn't
never
together.
talk about-
The mom and dad wasn't
I'm
together.
cuss. We never talk about toxic women that's bad for their kids.
Right.
We always saying when the dad was being the backbone for the son, his mom was being the raggedy ass woman she was to make him a
Right.
And I don't think that, yes, it driven him to be, to be who he is, but to not ever seek, you know what I'm saying, to never say you love your son or proud of your son is a problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think with that probably birthed more trauma.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he channeled that through his fighting. It helped, but he probably still needed to seek some kind of help with that. Because it's still an issue to this day.
Right.
And she think that's okay. And if I were him, she'd have to suffer. Like, you don't get none of that.
So,
Still his mama though.
I don't give a damn.
well, obviously, and this is the part that's kind of troubling to me, right? Because even after the fight, I seen Bud mom in the ring.
She was dancing.
Yeah, she was out there. She was out there tearing it up, right? She was proud of her son. Evidently, Bud wanted her to be there because she's there. I didn't see that. Was the dad there? I mean, I don't know what role the dad plays. Is dad a trainer or whatever and stuff?
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, when I saw the video, the reason why I said I want to talk about it was because Bud is now, I think he was the first one in his weight class to unify like 4 belts or whatever stuff. So people are saying, wow, this is an amazing guy, right?
Yeah.
When you see how his mom raised him, some people are going to say, well, damn, she raised him right. Look at him. He's a world champion, all this other stuff, what have you, and they're going to disregard the fact that, man, this kid was basically fucking abused, mentally abused, emotionally abused because, I couldn't imagine, like, and I'm all for tough love and tough parenting and whatever stuff, man, but never telling your kids you love them, always telling them they're not going to be shit, always telling them somebody better than you, like at what point in time, man, do you say, you know what, hey, son, you are enough, and even if
But what if she never got that? What if she never
I don't
got
give a
that?
damn.
But you should give a damn because
Why?
that
Video, though, like, you wouldn't even ask the question, and that's not a shot. She said she intentionally did that.
Okay.
Right. But
She
my
is
thing is,
planning
even
it
if she
somewhere.
never, okay, so listen, man, this is the crazy part about parenting. There's no book on how to parent.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Like, to
who
me,
is anybody to judge?
right. Well, I'm not judging, but what I'm saying is this. I truly believe that parenting is instinctual. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
and of course, like, you just look at nature, right? Let's say an animal, go ahead, like, there go your long got a nice tea, man.
God damn, Maurice.
Okay, Maurice.
Maurice feel that joker to the rim, man.
Try to make a statement. I'll get
You
Michelle,
know.
get Morgan.
So when let's say and I don't want to overreach with it,
There
but
it is, Shantae.
I don't want to overreach with it, but let's say like,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
okay, so what I'm saying is this. To me, parenting is instinctual, right? You may have not been loved, you may have not been nurtured or what have you,
Do
but
you think it's 100% instinctual?
yes. I mean, I think it is. I think, but you have learned behavior. I don't, okay. So what I'm gonna tell you is this. How many kids you have?
4.
Okay.
FTK.
At the birth of any of your kids that you say like, man, fuck these kids. They taking up my time right now. You know what I'm saying? Like when
You
you
said, have I ever said that?
No, when they were born.
Oh, no.
Right. You was happy, right? Did somebody tell you to be happy?
No.
Right. That shit just happened because you birthed something. Something came from within you. So that kid is you.
One of the kids I didn't want, but yeah.
Well, you know.
I
Hey,
know it's kind of
Brian,
cruel.
you
It's
know,
kind of cruel.
You know
It was
what?
a whole-
Hey,
but that's what I'm saying. There's so much more to it than just saying, "Oh, it's an instinct to just love your child." Because what if that child was conceived under completely different circumstances?
man, I don't give a damn. That's
you
your
should
child.
know. It doesn't. But no.
You may not like the situation that the child was born into.
How are you gonna say that everything is
I was like,
instinctual?
whoa.
Hold on. Listen.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
Okay.
don't walk into that. Be careful.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why
So
I'm
let me clarify what I'm saying.
There you go.
All right. We know that children are born out of rape.
Yep.
You know, we know children are born to abusive situations. You know, there are many situations and circumstances that may not lead to, a positive birth, right? But the point, I guess the point that I'm trying to make is, I don't know of anyone personally who said, man, I brought a child into this world that I immediately hated.
Not necessarily. Do you have both parents growing up?
Well, until my father died when I was 10. So yeah, I had both parents till I was 10 years old.
Okay, what about you?
Yeah.
All right, I have my mom, my stepdad, right? And so, like, certain things we pick up, like, say, like, my stepdad, he provided for the house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, he worked his ass off. Today is his birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday.
to my father, you know
Happy
what I'm saying? And so, and like, now I really don't say stepdad, I call him pops. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And so, now, a lot of things, how he was raised, you know, very, I guess, hard, standoffish. And when I say hard, sometimes it's not rough. Hardship could be never hand, I love you, I'm proud of you.
Right.
I support you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, me growing up, you know, I grew up in the area, you from this area, we all from that late 30s, early 40s, mid 40s area, right? Where entrepreneurship means you ain't have no job. They didn't believe in you chasing your dream, go to college, get a job,
Right.
and be successful. Right? And so, even as successful as I grew up, you know what I'm saying, I picked up stuff from my stepdad that I carried on into my marriage.
Right.
my relationship. Bad shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That I'm like, I ain't doing that shit. And so, like, so when I got married, right, I didn't know how to express myself. When we get into an argument, I buy you a car. When we get into an argument, I'm gonna get you a bigger house. I'm gonna flood your neck out with ice.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, you hurt my feelings, or I'm proud of you, boom, boom, boom.
Right.
So I learned that through the marriage. But when I had my child at 30, I knew I was not gonna be like him.
Right.
He loved us, but he showed in his own way, but it was like, oh, okay.
Right.
But you see what I'm saying? So, like, I intentionally, like, let Melanie know I love you. I'm proud of you.
Right.
Because I didn't get that until I got older.
Right.
You know, me and him tight to death. He tell me now he's proud of me stuff now. You know what I'm saying? But, like, growing up,
Right.
I didn't
So
really get that. You know what I'm saying?
what I'm saying is, okay, so with your father, right?
Yeah.
Pops.
Yeah.
Would it be safe to say that he evolved as he got older as well?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because as parents, I know I've evolved.
Yeah,
you
of
know,
course.
things that I did with
I think we all
my
do.
first son, I don't do with my youngest son.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Kids get different elements of their parents.
Right, because you
Absolutely
evolve, you
different
get older.
stages of
So
life as well.
so when I say, like, man, like, it's instinctual, what I mean is this. There are things that I do that my parents did, and there's things that I don't do that my parents did. You know what I'm saying? It's still my choice. So I can't go and beat the shit out of my kids and say, you know what, I got my ass whooped when I was a kid because, you know, we did get ass whoopings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I know my mom loved me. I know my dad loved me. You know what I'm saying? I don't whoop my kids. You know what I'm saying? So, and you can say, well, man, why you don't whoop your kids? You got your ass whooped. Well, you know what?
That's a choice that you've made.
That's the choice that I made because I was one of them kids who feel like, you know what I'm saying, even though I deserve to get my ass whooped, you know what I'm saying, and I understood why I got my ass whooped, I'm going to find a better way to try to discipline my child because I don't want my child to grow up feeling like it's okay to punish people through physical aggression to get their point across.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or what have you. Now, my mom was very financially responsible, right? You know what I'm saying? My mom, you know, she didn't make a lot of money, but I ain't never seen my lights get cut off as a kid. We ain't never go without water, you know what I'm saying? And once again, my mom didn't make a lot of money. I was a college graduate, you know what I'm saying? In an apartment with no lights, no water, not because Not because I didn't have the money. I wasn't financially responsible. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't pick that up from my mama. I said, nah, you know what? I'm going to do shit I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I got a Server and Vega stereo system back in the day. It'll jam the whole neighborhood, but my lights is off. Why? Because I wouldn't pay $1,200 for a stereo system, but wouldn't go and spend $150 on electricity. You know what I'm saying? So the whole point I'm making is this. We don't always pick up, you know, the characteristics from our parents. Some of the shit we just do because that's what the fuck we want to do.
Right.
And at some point in time, we got to quit blaming our parents for our shortcomings.
Yeah,
because a lot of the times, you know, we do stuff simply because we want to do it. When I look at Bud Crawford's mom, like you said, she said she intentionally done that because she wanted to make him a tougher person, right? Now, once again, I'm not judging her parenting style. She produced a world champion. You know what I'm saying? So in that boxing ring, guess what? Her tactics work.
Yeah.
All right? Bud Crawford
Or
still
it could have been both tactics put together, and he took what he wanted from his mother,
Right, because-
and vice versa from
right.
his dad.
So because you didn't look at the video, Tori.
Oh, shut up.
Right? You don't know what Bud said. Bud said, hey, I long for the acceptance and the love and all this other stuff, what have you. So although he's great in the boxing ring, the jury is still out on how this man is as a person, as a human. Like Legacy was saying, this guy still may need some counseling, all this other stuff, because he can't get in the boxing ring with everybody have a disagreement with. You know, his ass gonna go to jail if he do that with somebody in the store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, or whatever. You know,
Cause I seen I forgot who he was fighting, but I get, you know how they be face to face, like
Yeah.
this old buddy pushed him.
Right.
He teed the fuck
Yeah,
off
yeah,
of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That fight. And I was like, Bud, I gotta tell Tony, buddy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, he teed off on old boy like.
you look at somebody like Mike Tyson, right? Come on, man. We knew that Mike Tyson was trouble when he first started boxing.
Yeah.
Like, Mike Tyson has said some of the most, like, real shit that I've ever heard come out of a human's mouth when it comes to being in a fight.
Yeah.
He was like, I want to kill you. I want to do this. And I'm like, damn. But that's how this man get amped up to fight.
Right.
So when they say, would you get in the ring with Mike Tyson for $1 million? Hell no. It ain't enough money for me to fight Mike Tyson
What about
because
old Mike?
nah, I'm not getting in the ring with no Mike. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
losing
Michael
there,
Jackson,
my
fuck
lo-
that.
oh,
But
shut
look, because all the ass is crazy. All the mics is
my
crazy.
God.
But anyway, what I'm saying is this. Mike Tyson felt like he could do the things that he did because of how he was brought up, how he was raised. He used that as an edge. You know what I'm saying? Now, once again, you know, I think Mike Tyson's a pretty good guy now. But coming up, Mike Tyson was a fucking monster. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you got the psychological, like, successful. The thing about successful black men that come from poverty, man, you gotta understand. There's a lot of demons come with that.
Yeah.
Like with DMX. DMX wasn't a cokehead when he got in when he was signed to a record label. He was dealing with that cocaine and crack before he got his deal. His uncle introduced him to crack cocaine at 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? The demon just was easy to feed once he got
the money.
DMX.
Right.
We have these traumas, you know what I'm saying, coming up. If there's even with like I said, I use myself an example. As a black man, you know, it took forever for me to be like, hey, I'm delicate, deal with me politely. Because I love hard.
Yeah.
And if when I love hard, whatever comes with it, come with it. You know what I'm saying? So learning how to quote unquote protect your energy, learn how to channel your emotions, learn how to communicate and know how to communicate.
Right.
These things, a lot of these things, you know what I'm saying? We joke about like, oh, well, OGs from back in the day. Well, the OGs from back in the day fucked up a lot of people.
Yeah,
A
that's
lot
true.
of your uncles fucked up a lot of people. A lot of y'all nasty ass granddads fucked up a lot of people.
Yeah, traumatize them
You know
for
what I'm
life.
saying? And that shit just not normal for a culture, but us,
Right.
it's taboo. Shit like that is normal for our culture.
Yeah,
But
see.
people look at our Bud like, yo, he need help.
Right.
You know what I'm
and I think more so that's why I'm at with it, because for me it's like we kind of normalize the trauma
Hell, we all need help.
in our community. We
we
normalize
all
that.
need help.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like real shit. Okay, so I was at Walmart probably about 2 weeks ago, man. And it was a
Something
year.
in your car you didn't pay for it?
Damn, Fred was
Nah, I wasn't behind Tori.
Damn.
So, like real shit. So I was in Walmart a few weeks ago, man. It was a young black mom, you know, and she looked like she was probably like mid-20s or whatever and stuff, man. And when I tell you, like, man, like the little kid couldn't have been no older than maybe like a year too old, you know, a year, maybe 1 or 2 years old or whatnot. And the way that she talked to the little kid, get your motherfucking ass over there. I'm tired. I'm gonna beat your. And I'm just like, God damn, like. So now, granted, you know, I ain't knocking.
What was you doing? You was just back
I mean,
there
no,
smiling and shaking your head, wasn't you?
I mean, on the cool, I was just kind of like, damn, like, bitch, you ain't like. Man, I bet the kid saying the same thing about you. Like, if he could really talk, like, damn, you dirty. You know what I'm saying? You got me out here looking like this and whatever and stuff. But
you smell like fish.
Right, but he's a kid though. So I'm saying, like, I can imagine that kid just growing up like that every day. You know what I'm saying? Man, when I used to teach, you know, we used to have to take these little, you know, classes and stuff like self-development classes or whatever. Professional development classes. And one of the things that struck me as very disturbing was, and they were talking this, of course, this is with black kids and white kids and black households and white households, because they break all this stuff down based on demographics. So they said the average black kid, now this was back then, the average black kid receives about 100 positive affirmations a day. And I was like, damn, all right, that's pretty good, man. Positive affirmation. But that's what I'm saying. I thought it was like a 100. Like, they like, hey, good job. Way to go. I'm proud of you. Then they said, you know what? The average white kid received like 2,500 positive affirmations a day. So I was like, wait, hold on. So the first thing that started coming to my mind is like, well, damn, like what actually a positive affirmation? Because it's not just verbal. It can be nonverbal. Just how you look at your kid. If Christian, you know, your kid that you didn't want here, you know what I'm saying? If Christian walked by, we know it's Christian.
How you know it's Christian?
Christian done told me. That's why I fuck with Christian, why I fuck with him. But anyway, so if Christian was to walk by, Christian ain't said nothing to you, just like.
Smack him upside his head.
Like, he ain't even said nothing, but you give him the look like, you dumb motherfucker. Like that's a negative affirmation. Right? So the thing is, I think is black folks, we've normalized, you know what I'm saying, like just being like ultra tough, right? So and they say a lot of this shit is like in our DNA. It's hereditary. So when they told me that, you know, and now these are all psychologists, right?
Yeah.
These are all psychologists. When I was in college, you take a psychology class, right? So what they said was this. The reason why black folks are so violent, are so prone to violence, is because throughout history, that's the mechanism that we use to discipline us. So as slaves, when the slaves didn't do right, they got beat. So when our kids don't do right, we beat our kids. You know what I'm saying? And I said, well, hold on, I got a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? So you're telling me that instinctually I'm going to whoop my kid ass because my great-great-great-grandfather was beat? Nah, you know what? I don't want to do that. So if nothing more than just to disprove that bullshit.
What color are these psychologists telling you this?
Well, I mean, they white and black. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this, okay? So, I mean, obviously, you know, I don't think you whoop your daughter, do you?
I tap Melanie ass up. Yeah, and those who know she's special needs. But I also know her ass know how to turn it off and on.
Okay,
I pop her hand.
Okay,
like,
so exactly. So my point is, you don't beat her ass, you don't whoop her ass. You know what I'm saying? You discipline her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now let me say this. Let me say this for the record. I ain't got shit against whooping the kid's ass. You know, some of these kids need their ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about kids, I mean parents who just whoop their kids' ass because they just like fuck it.
That's different.
That's different.
I mean, I can see the hereditary thing because back in the day, documented in slavery, when families had their kids in the field, and like the slave owner be like, hey, Tammy's doing a good job of doing whatever. The mom or dad defense mechanism was like, nah, this badass ain't doing a good job. You know what I'm saying? He a problem child. We working on him.
Right.
To keep the slave from taking
the kid. Right.
And so generations of doing that, like you said, yeah, I can honestly see that. Even with the beating part. Of,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can see that, but some of the times, some of my ass whooping had nothing to do with slavery. I was just fucking up.
You was bad.
Bad.
You was ornery.
Ain't had nothing to do with
You was
no
mannish. You was roguish.
Just
Thuggish.
Thuggish, ruggish. So I'm talking about like some of the ass whooping was justified. Ain't had nothing to do with no slave owners. I was just off the chain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I deserve something, man.
so now I know Tori's on record. Tori's on record for saying she just beat her kid's ass for the fuck of it.
What's wrong with your good habit?
That's what she told me. Her kid.
Wait, I do what?
You yeah, you told me.
I beat him just because?
You told me you just whooped your kid ass just because you felt like it.
Look, let me tell you, 2.5 of my kids is bigger than me. So you know I don't whip them just because. You know that.
Like,
You on the record, Tori.
They be like, Tori, go to your room. Tell Dad, come home.
You know I can't beat
No,
two of them.
Brian the softy.
Man, listen. Y'all gotta start
Hold on. We got Brian confused.
Murderland, you know what I'm saying? I gotta start disrespecting Murderland like that. You know what I'm saying?
We got Brian. We got Brian.
You know what I'm saying?
We got Brian fucked up.
Yeah, y'all got Brian fucked up. Y'all got Coach Mill fucked
just
up.
Just a little bit, and you got me all twisted.
So you the nice one.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all better leave Murderland alone. I'm just gonna leave it like that. You heard me?
All right, so let's do this.
Hey, shout out to the 910.
Look,
410. What? I forgot the area.
Oh, you know what we forgot to tell everybody. Look, y'all gotta like, subscribe.
Is it 410, right?
Tap in.
443.
No, 443. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I forgot the area code. My bad.
She don't even know. Look, hey, you gotta subscribe,
You don't even know
like,
the deal.
share.
Hey, yo.
All of the links.
Oh my God.
Yeah, YouTube. Go to YouTube.
Facebook.
We got an Instagram too.
And we got Instagram now. All right. I didn't know that, but cool.
Y'all Instagram ain't jumping like mine, though. I'm telling you, I'll be other. Hey, yo, but that's besides the point.
Right.
Hey, subscribe, like.
Okay, we
All right,
about to get into the show.
listen, it's starting to get live up here, man. Every time they open the door, it ain't nothing but trap music coming out.
It's
Trap
okay.
music coming out the vibe door, man.
It's all right.
Like I'm a part of something.
Look, Tori and Legacy is both lit. Tori doesn't have a Strong Island iced tea.
Tori did or Legacy did?
Legacy, I'm sorry.
What you
Legacy
drinking?
had a Strong Island. You sitting up here drinking your gin and juice.
Nope, I'm not. I'm not.
But your bitch please cup. Or whatever. And I'm sitting up here,
Compliments on my
you know,
girlfriend.
just chilling on ice water.
You let your fan base stop you from doing what you want to do.
Who?
I ain't never seen no man controlled by
punked
a
you?
fan
Now
base.
you know what?
Who punked you?
Listen,
That joke a fan
Shantae,
base.
Shantae.
Who
All I'm gonna
punked
say
you?
is Shantae. Shantae still looking?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, look, hey man, I started taking my fitness a little bit more serious, man.
Bro.
One day out of the week. One day, one drink.
No, I'm serious about it.
That's a big ass.
My kids play
Serious about it.
Don't be lit on the
Anyway,
show.
look.
Looking at
So next week you want me to come up and get full?
Hell yeah, you
Get lit?
Yeah, man.
Succumb to peer pressure?
Bro, your fans got you where you ain't
That's
even
positive
enjoy
peer
your
pressure.
Yo, how can you not enjoy a drink at your own bar? You like, well,
Where you promote. Remember how you started promoting?
I promote everybody else getting full. Hey, I promote everybody else getting full.
You know, what the parents are too lit on the show. Outlaws.
Hey man, look, hey, shout out to Tracy, man, off in there pouring everybody up.
No, Tracy do her thing, but no, I get why you don't get lit on your show. I understand you represent something bigger than yourself, so you know what I'm saying?
Nah, hey, hold on. Let me correct. Ain't nothing bigger than me, dog.
Bro, what?
Ain't nothing bigger than me.
You sit your goddamn
Ain't nothing
podcast.
bigger than me, dog.
Bro, the Outlaws
I'm the
are bigger than
biggest.
Fred. The Outlaws are bigger than you,
Listen,
dog.
nothing's bigger than me, dog. Nothing. This is my world. You just a squirrel. Hey, this is my world. You just a squirrel trying to get a nut. What you talking about?
Fred, the Outlaws, baby. What's your challenge?
All right, so are we gonna do the challenge? Or we
I
gonna?
want to do her challenge. Get your
She ain't got no
Republican
challenge.
out
I
here,
mean,
bro.
she keep coming with these.
I did. So now I'm having to alternate it. I have a backup.
You got the
It's
Pocahontas
a backup.
braids out here. She better scalp somebody.
I have a backup. All right.
What's
So
your-
it wasn't my original challenge,
What's your
but
challenge?
two truths. It's really a game.
Nah, hey,
Let's go ahead
Coach
and just
Mill.
go on to the live.
Coach Mill, you want to do the challenge? Want to sit right here?
No, we're not doing the original challenge because my delivery person didn't deliver.
Damn, you need some more reliable friends.
I'm prepared. You don't study. You don't do your research. You don't do your homework.
Okay.
Only for his
So-
outside.
Tori got an F today. Tori getting an F on the show today. She
Yeah.
and she let that gin and juice get straight to the dome.
Coach Tori got a
Look at you. See, hey,
Calm down, Coach Tori.
That actually is
Calm down.
cancerous too. That causes cancer too.
That's true.
Whoa. Let's stop that.
Hey, shout out to Nathaniel Alexander for inventing the floating chair. I know Fred didn't want to hold up because he didn't want to lose the sponsorship. But look, Bob got folded chairs. And I'll be hosting the show September. Y'all come on stage and try that shit. Chris Rock me, I got something for you.
What you got for him, Legacy?
I got this new 4.5 I ain't opened up yet. Woo! Let me turn Bob to a murder. I'm just playing with you.
Oh, God.
I'm just
All right,
playing.
look. All right, so look.
Fred like, oh shit. Oh my God. I'm just joking, guys. Come out and enjoy yourself.
When?
Fred, we got a day yet?
It's on you. You tell me.
It don't matter because I'm still.
Legacy, this your world, dog. I let it go from my way. It's your world,
I'll
dog.
tell y'all something. Y'all do not want to have y'all shows the same day I have my shows. It be something everybody. But tell them.
Hey, it's gonna be live.
You want to have the show?
Cause he gonna shut down the city. He gonna shut down the city.
That's fine. What's wrong
You gotta
with
understand. Listen, I knew I was successful when white people from Cibolo was like, oh my God. I met Bob. And the man
Cibolo?
died. We still packed the house out. History.
that? We'll do it again.
It's live and vibe. All
Don't talk
right.
like that, Tori. Coach Mills, come get the challenge. That's our nick. That's the challenge. I'm Legacy City. Coach Fred.
Are you gonna go on to the next
Yeah,
subject?
yeah,
or do
yeah.
you want to do?
Well, hold on.
the
You
live?
just been up
Are
there
we ready for?
because you kept
Are we ready for the
talking
fourth?
about this
Yes,
bunk challenge you was gonna do.
because it just
Okay, so
came.
so let me get into it. All right. So we're gonna leave our challenge out. We're going straight to our headliner topic.
What's happening?
Right? Right? The headliner topic. Are parents to blame for the lack of their kids' development in youth football?
Hell yeah.
All right, because
Some of these parents, boy, y'all are horrible.
so because
I saw
what's
a football team had the kids eating fries in their uniform, man. Call the team out.
call them out, dog.
I
Hey,
purposely-
we call them out on
I
this one,
purposely
dog.
let
What
y'all
happened?
jersey.
What happened?
One of the kids that played football was at McDonald's, just stuffed his face with fries. It was hot as hell too. I'm like,
Before
oh,
practice?
I don't know if before his uniform looked clean, but I don't know if he got any playing time or do it. I don't know, but I know he ate a lot of McDonald's that day.
Hey, look, all right,
It
so
was Monday.
before we get into the topic, right? I have to give a shout out to San Antonio, right? The San Antonio youth football scene, and I'm gonna tell you why, man. All right. So when we talk about development, all right, in 3 weeks, we're gonna have had 3 major football events, right? Last week we had the Ricky Sanchez Kickoff Classic.
Okay.
Great platform for development, competition.
Lot of good competition.
Lot of good teams from all over the country, actually.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Breakdown for putting that event together.
The breakdown. I heard about the breakdown.
Keeping San Antonio on the map and relevant when it comes to the youth football scene, right?
Okay.
This weekend we got Tone Babies.
Oh,
all right?
that's my boy. That's McKinney.
David
That's
McKinney's, right? He's putting on the tournament, right, to once again showcase San Antonio's elite talent. You know what I'm saying?
David McKinney's, right?
David
Yeah.
McKinney's.
Yeah.
right?
That's my dog.
That's going to be a live event. And then the week after, you got the San Antonio Outlaws' very own Battle of the Beast, where we're going to be bringing teams from all over Texas to once again provide an opportunity for the city of San Antonio to stay relevant on the youth football map when it comes to competition, great football, great environment. You know what I'm saying? So I think that goes hand in hand with what we're talking about when it comes to development. Because if you're a part of an organization that's not involved in any of these events, your kid ain't getting developed. All right?
Oh,
Whoa.
That's the truth.
that's a stretch.
How's that a stretch?
Well, okay.
Damn, Tori, you hating on the.
Hey, I want to say shouts out to Tom.
some-
Hey, can anybody give me a handkerchief or something, man? Or something? I need something to wipe this.
Okay. Shit. First of all, shouts out to the
Look
Tom baby,
scared.
David McKinney. So David McKinney's auntie is Marissa McKinney for the Put-Away Cancer that we were talking about
Oh, okay.
in the beginning. So that's why I'm close knit with them like that. Now.
What the hell you going with my chair?
Bro, Tide.
Say something else. Say something else about the city.
I wasn't saying nothing about your busted
Hey,
ass
well-
city.
Now let me say.
Say something else about San Antonio. Hey, how that dude had that picture? That joke on us.
He's a license to carry.
You ain't even there, Fred. Stop it.
So listen, I think it's a tricky thing because I believe, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of the coaches that you had on this show, I think they all lie. All y'all. I'm looking in the camera. You know, y'all.
Wait, did you say a lie?
Yeah, L-I-E.
Lie. They don't tell the truth.
Yeah,
they fib.
Yeah, I think y'all answer the question. Y'all say things that parents want to hear. You know, yes, it is about the kids at the end of the day, but it is about winning. I think that's when y'all say that. I think that's the politically correct answer. Reason why, if that was the case, then we wouldn't shout out all these development programs. That's one, right? Two, the fact that a lot of parents. I think somebody said last week, how's the coaches? What's the end game for the coaches and stuff?
Right.
That question wasn't really answered. You know what I'm saying? The end game of the coaches is winning. Winning brings accolades, that brings more income to organizations. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, when these teams going through these development things, you know what I'm saying? If their kids not being a part of these development things, do that equals playing time on the coach's team?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But it's all about the kids, though. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about winning and stuff. Because at the end, it's about developing kids. So, yes, I think it's 50-50. If the parents put the money behind their kids to go through these development programs, by the time they get on your team, that player still equal to the coach's standard to touch the field. Not just with 20 seconds left on the clock.
Right.
Are they developing up to? You know,
If you have the kids developing with those coaches.
Exactly. So let's just be honest and tackle their head on. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit.
All right. So let me set up. Let me set the question up, right? So that people have a better understanding of where the question came from, right? So there was a guy who made a TikTok video and he basically said that nowadays these kids don't face, the parents don't allow the kids to face any adversity. So if they don't start in high school, they go to a different high school. If they're in college and they don't start, then they go to a different college. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're always trying to find the perfect opportunity for these kids without making the kids work to be number one. So they're constantly and he said basically what they're doing is they're raising these kids to be quitters. So, you know, you get married, things ain't working out, you get divorced. You get a job, instead of working hard, you just quit, you go try to find another job. And the kids are not being set up for success because they're constantly running, right? So what I looked at that as is, you know what, man, that's kind of like saying that these parents are really not giving these kids opportunity to develop. Because if the only way that you can develop is a number one, then you're going to miss the boat, because football is one of those sports to where it takes a lot of experience to become the best, right? Rarely do you just have the talent level to just go out there and say, hey, I'm the best off the rip. Even the best kids have to learn the game first. You know what I'm saying? Like, football is not, it's the ultimate team sport is what I'm saying, right? I don't give a damn how good you are as a quarterback. If you don't have any money to throw the ball to, you know what I'm saying, then how do you know you're a great quarterback, right? I don't give a damn how great you are as a running back. If you don't have an offensive line, you know what I'm saying, how can you showcase that talent, right? So you have to work within a setting. And in that setting, everybody may not be as good as you are. So do you quit and go to another team, or do you try to develop the people that are around you? So at the end of the day, I think what the guy was saying on the TikTok video is a lot of these parents are not giving their kids opportunity to develop into success stories, because they just constantly move these kids from team to team to team to team without giving them a chance to actually overcome some obstacles and adversity.
Okay, so like, because I hear, you know, I've been on a couple of shows. I didn't watch all of the shows. Mm-hmm. I'm here with the different coaches. We have even interviewed one of the #1 trainers in the city for kids development.
Right.
What's the one that had the kid that dude like all shredded up, and that's from Steele High School? What's that trainer's name?
Yeah, that's Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson. Like, parents going through and sending these kids through the Willie Nelson program away from a team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, like y'all said, at the end of the day, I know y'all about the, you know what I'm saying, keeping the kids off the street and stuff of that nature. But these parents don't, I ain't gonna say they don't want to invest in their kids to get better, just to invest into your ward, but for their kids not to show their development. Because coaches are biased. You know what I'm saying? They have their last year running back who led this, they last year quarterback, and they got somebody who developed that can possibly take their position. How they know their kid gonna get a chance to display that?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So even when I think it's 50-50 because it's a gamble. You know, if they can invest in their kids and take them somewhere else where somebody gonna get their kids a chance, whether they're being on an organization where they know they're gonna go back to, and they got that familiar spirit of that kid,
right,
and give their kids a chance to go on the field. They never see it.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? I think that's a coin toss a little bit. It ain't fair. And it ain't fair just to put it all on the parents.
Right.
That's all I'm saying when it comes to that.
Right. So Tori,
I'm making sense.
No, that makes plenty of sense. I mean, for one, I don't think the blame can never go solely on parents, coaches, or the players, because once again, it's something that you have to take in totality, right? It don't matter how good the player is if the parents aren't committed. It don't matter how good the player is if the coaches aren't committed. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how great the coach is if you got a kid who just don't want to do it, right?
Yeah.
So it takes a great combination of everything to make this happen. Tori, with you being a team mom, you've seen kids come and go, right? Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on that? Because, you know, you see some of these kids who...
Hey, Tori hate them. Hey, let me let y'all know. Tori don't fuck with y'all team moms, bro. She don't say nothing bad about y'all. I can vouch for that, but...
And you can just look at her face.
Yeah, Tori really don't fuck with y'all at all, bro.
Hey, Tori.
Hey, Coach T. Mills.
Listen, Tori is really not FTK. She more FTP.
Oh yeah.
And she like, fuck the parents.
All day.
Fuck the parents.
Tori really don't rock with y'all team parents. Boy.
But I'm a parent too. So I get both sides of it. So.
Oh shit, yeah. Now go ahead.
Yeah. So it's on everybody. Everybody has an equal playing part. The kids that don't give the effort, the parents that want to keep team hopping, and then the coaches that don't develop, or I don't want to say don't develop but don't give the effort into the kids, all of the kids.
Right.
So it's an everybody situation.
So like, why it seems like? So I feel like since this is like second season, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it been plenty of time Fred be like, hey, where my camera at? You fucking parents. Y'all need to stop that bullshit with them kids.
It's my camera right there.
That's how Fred be, right? So do you feel like it's a unspoken tug of war between you as a team mom, between owners, coaches, and parents?
I don't want to say it's a tug of war. I think it's a domino effect. Like,
what you mean by that?
Like, so you start off, okay, let's look at it. The parents have to come in and register the kids. They have to sign them up, and then they pass them off to the coach. Coach, now, because you're not a coach. Coach, now,
I get a coach and all.
Now develop my child. Make sure my child.
Don't get loud when I ask that question, Coach Tori. When I asked how can I be a coach, you said, then you develop the... Don't do that. Don't do that. Go with it.
Then you go develop the kid. Now, coaches, your responsibility, since I done paid my good money to this damn org, is your responsibility to develop my kid, make sure my kid
$250?
Make sure my kid plays, and you better make sure my kid is fed with them goddamn stats. Okay? If he's not, then I'm going to blame you, and I'm going to take my kid elsewhere. And I'm still going to talk bad about you, and I'm going to do it just as sneakily as possible. So, that's what I'm saying. It's a domino effect. Oh, and then the kids, and then they bring out their kid, and the kid don't even want to play.
So, wait. And on top of that, we want to know where our money going.
And on top of that, we want to know where our money is going.
So talk to us, org.
So then now it's coming back full circle, because then the coaches are like, parent of little Timmy, your kid don't want to play. Your kid don't even know how to play. He don't know how to. What you talking about? I pay my money. You the coach. You supposed to develop him, but he don't want to.
Well, okay. So my take is this: football has evolved tremendously, right? I was talking to a couple of my former players, right? Actually, over the weekend. Right, they was out at the Ricky Sanchez little kickoff classic. Now these are kids that I coach. These kids are in college now.
Yeah.
And they were just like, damn, Coach Fred, like, it's so different nowadays because the parents are so vocal. The parents are so demanding. You know, now you got a game going on and you got a parent yelling like, "Put my kid in the game. My kid ain't been in the game at all." And all you got, parents.
They're not even yelling this. They're on the sideline holding the chains. They over here trying to give water, or they over here trying to, hey, Tommy, come here during the game.
Right. So. No, this is just youth football level. This is youth football level, right?
Okay,
So you got kids as young as 5, 6 years old, man, and the parents are just overboard with it, right? So, and I'm just and I'm telling, my kid, my former player, I'm just like, yeah, man, it was so much different when I was coaching y'all because y'all parents trusted us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't a 1-year deal. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, we had kids who started off with us when they was 5. And they didn't finish till they was 13.
So they was done. They aged
you know what I'm saying?
out.
So you actually had an opportunity to develop these kids, right? Because it wasn't just, you got 12 months or 6 months actually to take this kid from this to that. You know what I'm saying? You
so
knew
now
you
these
had.
players want you to develop in 0.5 seconds.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you think the alteration of monetization, I didn't try to rhyme that, but being monetized.
All right, T.I.
Good one. So the fact that the kids can be monetized now, you think that has a part in that because everybody want their kid to be the next big thing from now? Because even in college, now the college players are getting paid. A lot of parents are more vocal and want that money.
Right.
So it starts in these. I don't know if AAU applies to football like it does.
Yeah, they got AAU
okay.
football.
So all that applies now. You know what I'm saying? So like, even in like AAU, like you look at LeBron, Carmelo, KD, all those kids got taken out of public schools. We go to private schools with high recruitment. You know what I'm saying? Carmelo's from, a lot of people don't know he's from DC or Maryland. He's from Maryland, but he claimed New York, but he was raised in Maryland and got sent to a private school. So same thing with football players, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't think because their kids get monetized now through YouTube, different platforms, they have a lot to do with the rush, hurry up and do this with my child.
Okay, so I'm probably gonna take some heat for this. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it's not even about the kids anymore. It's about the benefit that the parent gets from seeing their kid be a superstar. Right, so I can put up highlight reels of my kid and say my kid is number 1 in the nation at this. He's the number 1 quarterback at 7U. He's the number one running back at 8U. He's the number 1 defensive tackle at 10U or whatever.
Are they hitting in those?
Oh yeah. They started playing tackle at 6. In some areas of the country, they started tackling at 5. Right, so it's a prestige factor because hey, you know what? I'm all that because my child is all that. You know what I'm saying?
And living through their kids.
They living through their kids, right? Vicariously. And the other thing is because my kid is so good at this sport that now I need to have some exclusive benefits and privileges that the next person can't have. If you're not willing to give that to me, then I'm going to go to the person that will give that to me. So it's almost like the parents are shopping their kids to the highest bidder, right? Now, I will tell you this. I don't think it's the parents' fault. I think it's the organization's fault because they allow the parents to have that kind of power within the framework of those organizations. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, it's easy because, and I'm just going to use the Outlaws for an example, right? Look at damn how good you are. Has your kids ever played for free with the Outlaws?
No.
Not, and me and you cool as hell, right? So at the end of the day, it don't matter how good your kid is.
What about they want a cheerleader? You made the cheerleaders pay too?
Yeah, cheerleaders pay. Cheerleaders is more expensive than football. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has to pay that fair.
What about the water boy?
If he's on the football team,
he gotta pay.
He gotta pay. You know what I'm saying?
Even if he's not on the football team, if he's a volunteer, he still gotta pay.
So when people ask, hey Fred, how serious are you about taking the Outlaws to the next level when it comes to being the best org or the most recognized org in the country? And I tell them this, man. We're still an organization built on old school principles. You know what I'm saying? We take whatever kid that shows up and we work the hell out of them to try to get the best out of them. But we don't believe in showing that, superstar status, favoritism. You're gonna be just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like just because you're the best kid on the team doesn't mean that, you get privileges that other kids don't. And the parents have a hard time dealing with that. What you mean I gotta pay? Man, my son, anybody, I can take my son, like nowadays in youth football, you can have a kid that lives in Texas, in San Antonio, Texas. If he's good enough, he can go play for a team in Baltimore, Maryland. You know what I'm saying? Gonna fly out to the games every weekend, and you're like, man, that's nuts. But hey, some teams are willing to pay the airfare. Some teams are willing.
It seems like this program, this is $1 million thing. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Now,
How would you feel if everybody had to stick to their area code?
I would be cool with that. Wouldn't bother me at all. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, once again, and this goes back to what we was talking about earlier, right? When it comes to access, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I live in the area code to where the resources ain't great, you know what I'm saying? But I want my son to be a part of something great. I want him to be able to have access to go wherever the hell he want to go. So we got kids, once again, within our organization, you know what I'm saying, that come from all over San Antonio. Right? I mean, I love that. You know what I'm saying? But if we had to stick with kids strictly in the area code,
Do you feel like
or
it would
the zip
eliminate
code,
a lot of problems that we
No.
have with the parents?
things gonna be the same problem because it's gonna still be the same issues at hand. The only difference now is you have to deal with the kids in that particular zip code. Because they were talking about the zip codes.
Yeah.
You would have to still deal with this is. Yeah. Well, I mean, nowadays, you know, big cities have more than one area code.
San
You know what I'm saying?
Antonio
But the zip codes is many zip codes. But it's not going to change the fact that that's just, this is all over the place.
So I guess I'm trying to understand, like, what's the big wedge between the wards and the parents? I mean, we got the parents living through their child vicariously. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Then we got the coaches that want to win, and your kid trash. You know what I'm saying?
It's the access.
There's some gospel singers that love Jesus, but them niggas trash. Like, I
It's the
can't get no
access.
break.
It's
Those songs?
what other people are willing to do and not willing to do to get an edge.
So, like, even with that, like, I mean, one time y'all was talking about rings and stuff of that nature. I mean, damn, sit down, bug, Fred.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Why am I the only one that never get attacked by bugs? I'm about to tell y'all.
Your establishment,
First of all,
they know that you own
Fred,
this place.
first of all,
Hey, man. Hey, man,
You
look.
even look out into the audience. You got people getting attacked by these
Fred,
damn bugs.
You know how many
Oil
bugs-
of Olay and deodorant will keep the bugs off
First
of you.
of all, I wear deodorant. You know how many bugs land in that beard?
I said oil of Olay. You
gotta
gotta-
rewind back
you gotta
to a
get you some-
couple- I can rewind an hour ago with the bugs in your motherfucking beard.
Hey, Lala, get a close up of my
You
beard.
got a whole egg nest.
Get a close up of my beard. Huh?
You got a whole egg nest in your shit. You just can't feel it.
Hey, no,
Yeah,
man.
Whatever, but
You ask everyone out there
Those all nutrients.
who has got attacked by a bug. Y'all got attacked by bugs, right?
Hey, Fred used
Hey,
night cocoa bean
hey,
on his beard.
deodorant and oil of Olay
you
will
can't
keep the
say
bugs
Fred
off of
did.
you.
Fred used
Lala ain't got
night
attacked
cocoa
by
bean
no
on-
bugs.
Bro,
Lala ain't got attacked by no
Lala,
bugs.
She got attacked last week.
No, she didn't. You trying to say she didn't bathe last week?
No.
you trying to say everybody
Stop
made
it.
last week?
I'm just, hey, oil of Olay and deodorant keep the bugs
Olay.
off of you.
Bro, watch out, bro.
Oil of Olay. If y'all looking, man,
Fred
get
used Summer Eve
get
on
these
his
guys
beard.
some body wash.
I bet you use some of
Hey, you can't keep
Okay.
using
Okay.
Equate. You can't use Equate body wash.
Fred,
Equate.
you 48
That's a
years
Walmart
old, bro.
brand.
You out here using Tootsie.
You can't use Equate body wash and expect the bugs to stay off you. Legacy.
Yo, whatever, man. Dude, nobody
You use gasoline today. You
use
ain't got no
Tootsie.
bugs.
Hey,
Deodorant
hey,
Tootsie.
hey. Legacy on using Gojo. What's that?
Okay, let's wrap.
Anyway,
let's wrap
look.
this
All right.
up. Come
So
on,
look.
come on, come on.
Hopefully, look. Hey, we got a live performance about to come on.
Yes.
So how we sitting with that? We ready for that?
Yeah, let's go to commercial break. Let's set them up.
Hey man, we are ready to. Hey,
Huh?
Omala
Hey,
Entertainment.
can you sing?
He can do everything,
He can
man.
sing.
I'm
Look,
telling you.
The
He
last,
about,
person said, the last person Fred said can sing, I ended up booing him.
who that? Tori?
Yeah, they sung in Z flat.
Yeah, Tori. Yeah.
He said, Tori, God damn. Don't move me, man. So we're gonna set it up for the.
Okay, do your introduction.
You want me to do it?
Let's go
Yes.
to the commercial break first. Hey, put some
No,
commercials up. So we got to set up the live single.
Tori, go on and bust a note.
Go ahead.
We ain't on camera right now. Can't nobody hear us. We muted now.
Are we muted?
How you finna? We are on camera.
Hey, go ahead. Fred said, I'm gonna have.
Peace and love is all I want, and every other phone ain't even tryna front for you. Don't know where that I should start. You been my shining star. You know you got my heart, you do. That's my rock, that's my rock, that's my twin, that's my twin. Thick and thin, thick and thin. She thick and slim. Ooh, ooh. That's my rock, that's my rock, that's my twin, that's my twin. Through thick and thin, thick and thin. We getting it in. You the one for me, not a CEO, but I love your company. Now we B2K, but she keep on bumping me. Them other women jump to me. I done failed a lot, but it's not a flunk to me. I done fell for plots that been unbeknownst to me. I just pray when you get high that you would come to me. Girl, you way more than hot, you like the sun to me. Peace and love is all I want, and every other phone ain't even tryna front for you. Don't know where that I should start. You been my shining star. You know you got my heart, you do. That's my rock, that's my rock, that's my twin, that's my twin. Thick and thin, thick and thin. She thick and slim, thick and slim. That's my rock, that's my rock, that's my twin, that's my twin. Through thick and thin, thick and thin. We getting it in. Don't know where to start. You know you got the key to my heart, and you lock me in. Girl, I'm falling for your love. It ain't no stopping it. Don't know where to start. Can never see us being apart, and I'm confident.
All right, so listen. Hey man, I was finna drop my debut hit song, but
don't like y'all parents.
man, look, but I ain't gonna do that, man. Look, just be on the lookout for Coach Fred new hit single.
What's it called?
I'm not gonna tell you that.
FTP.
No, man. Hey, but I'm telling you, it's live though. It's live though. All right. I'm gonna debut it next week.
Next week.
I'm gonna debut it next week, man.
But I think we're gonna after next week, I think we should have more live performance because we'll have it set up ready.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying, person in out on that. So next week we'll do that. I'll have it in place and ready for that. I just wasn't ready.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe you can perform one night too.
They ain't ready for that.
Yeah.
No, we don't want it. Ain't ready for it. Make them ready.
They ain't ready for that. Hey, September.
You ain't ready.
What's the fourth Wednesday? Because I know somebody already got something on one Wednesday.
Nothing. We ain't got nothing on Wednesdays. I don't think we got nothing on Wednesdays.
Not
Do
about
it on
on
the
other,
show.
on other.
Oh, in another venue.
You know
Okay.
how that goes. You know what I'm saying? They already.
September 27th.
September.
We're gonna make it official.
Is that
We're
is
gonna
that a
make it
Wednesday
official.
or a
That's a
Thursday?
Wednesday.
It's a
Why can't
Wednesday.
we do it on a Thursday?
Because Wednesday is the night that we take over. Thursday's already spoken for. Listen, and we do grown-up time. We got from 7 to 10 o'clock. Get in here, get home, say we're going to have food, we're going to have poetry, R&B, comedy, hosted by yours truly. I'm coming back to shut the city down. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming back to pack the house
Hey,
out.
and I'm gonna be debuting my hit song too.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't
been
act like
saying
I came to vibe to set the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Came to the tone to set the tone. When you mention my name, watch the tone.
Right.
You feel me?
All right, now look. On a serious note, not that what he was saying wasn't serious, because we dead ass serious about September 27, real stuff.
We're bringing it back out.
All right.
Speak easy.
When I say on a serious note, what I mean is I'm not gonna be dropping no album or no song, but we do have O'Malley Entertainment who will be here next week.
Okay.
Right, they're gonna do a live performance, man. They've done a concert there before. They packed it out, nothing but great music, great energy or whatnot. So next week, make sure you tune in for that. You know what? We may even start off the show with it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I think we should do that.
Yeah, we may just start off the show with it, man. Just get this live performance because this is gonna be a new lane for us. All right.
And I don't think nobody doing it. I mean, in the podcast world now, outside of us beforehand,
Trendsetters, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
While others tapping out, we tapping in, baby.
Yeah, pandemic street.
You like that, right? You like that, yeah.
So we're gonna have live performance. We're gonna start doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna start booking live
I'll be
performance.
the first, second.
See, that's
so
a
check
boogie
this
right
out.
there.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna set it up. So me and Coach Fred, I'm gonna have me running around the city. I gotta buy that equipment.
We got it.
Okay, so it's
Too easy.
Just 2 weeks, so we're gonna get that done. So next week we have our first live. What's our artist name? Coach.
Sorry.
Coach.
Tori. It's just O'Malley Entertainment.
Okay.
O'Malley, what's the performance for tonight that they're gonna be here next
That's
week?
just O'Malley Entertainment.
O'Malley Entertainment.
O'Malley. It's like Alamo
O'Malley.
spelled backwards. O'Malley.
Okay, you know what? What they name? I hate fucking up people's names.
Yeah.
So
play
next
on
week they're
words.
gonna be here. We're gonna make sure everything's on point. We're gonna make sure everything's good on that nature. We're gonna set up a new trend. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, now look. Hey, real stuff, man.
What's up?
I like the show tonight, man.
Me too, man. I think
You
y'all
know,
should keep me on.
I'm look. We ran a little bit long tonight. You know what I'm saying? But it was
Because
good.
y'all
But it
going
was
at
good
9:30.
stuff, though.
Y'all going at 9?
You can't. Hey, listen. You can't put a
Hey,
time.
y'all.
You can't put a time frame on good content.
Yo, so like, hey, when y'all gonna make me the second season final co-host?
Look, this is what we gonna do, man.
Man, I ain't tryna
This is
hear
what we
nothing.
gonna
I
do.
just asked the question.
This is what we gonna do. Hey, look, if y'all love Legacy City on the show, man, please get in our comments, man, and get his brother some love. Cause on the cool, he brings a whole dynamic perspective to it. You know what I'm saying? It keeps the show live. We want to bring y'all that energy. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if y'all haven't realized, like this guy is an intellectual, right? You know, he's a historian. You know, he knows his stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're looking for in here, man. We're not looking for shit to always agree on, right? We want to bring different perspective, different takes, or what have you, and that's what makes the show entertaining. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie to you. I love you being on the show.
Yeah, I mean, I know y'all got other guests and stuff that come on. I really enjoy being on the show because A lot of people be like, you know what I'm saying? Coach Fred, you know, they scared to go get Coach Fred, but look.
Who's scared?
Hey.
There be a lot of people, they be like, you know what, Fred?
And they have every reason to be.
You know
I'm fierce.
I don't fear this.
I'm a monster. I'm a predator.
Yeah, you're fierce, rare.
You're right. hey, Coach Mills be tripping, man.
She got that little fake ass hideous laugh.
Hey, Coach T Mills be tripping, boy. I swear she'll sniper when you gotta catch her. She'll get you.
No, look, don't get that little fake ass laugh no credit. Anyway, man, look, make sure that y'all are liking, subscribing, sharing our links, our content, man. We really enjoy doing this. We're gonna keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? So
let's make it happen, man. So next week, y'all we're gonna be start doing live performance. If you got any artists, hey, we won't listen. I'm speaking on behalf of the company because y'all do represent, stand for something. We want positive music. We want good music. You know what I'm saying? Don't come on the show saying you don't want to thank God for my talent, then be like, kill, shoot, stab, murder, pimp that bitch in Jesus' name.
I want Lil Uzi on here.
Don't you
I'll be the backup dancer. No.
Fred, you look like a sprinkler, bro.
Hey, that's what Lil Uzi look like.
God.
Ever since I seen the Kelsey brother do it, I can't get it out of my head, dog. I don't know. The Kelsey brother that played for the Eagles. No, for the Eagles, the other one.
The other one did the perky dance.
I don't know what it was. Anyway, man, look.
Let's
tap back in next week.
Let's
we
go.
love y'all. See y'all next week.
Hey, y'all see it?
That's his mood, the folding chair.
Hey.
Your chair over here.